Four here. We back for another episode of Top 5 Live, episode 87.
Oh man.
13 away. We're gonna have to start doubling up so when Javon gets down here, we can argue in person at
I got to get my flight, man. I don't even have my flight yet, man.
Come on,
sounds
man.
like open racism.
What? It sounds like I'm broke. That's what it sounds like.
But maybe you're broke because of racism.
Oh, they won't let the black man on the plane. Damn.
There you go, Kevin. See,
Hey, listen,
Kevin gets it.
It was the baby too.
As you can see, Danny J. Quick is
Late.
not currently with us at the moment. He had some work obligations that he had to take care of, but he does plan on dropping in upon his return. That being said, we have my good brother, creator of Afro Avenger. And go ahead and drop that link already, bro. Go ahead and put the link out there, Kevin, for him. Go ahead and do it.
If you want your book shipped directly to you to the right address, you can go
Correct.
to www.afroavenger.com where we got your address on hand and we're going to ship it directly to you. I'm going to be finding it nowhere. Issue 11 drops this Saturday.
There you go.
And we are back. I'm back on the Top 5 Live. Two black
Stop
dudes.
talking like this is like
Two black dudes with glasses and Morgan.
That's right.
Let's get it.
you stop talking
And
like this
I
is
also
slow
have
jam
glasses.
time.
And I also have glasses. I just chose not to wear them tonight.
Man,
But I do own some.
I want to see that.
Yeah, listen.
Oh, I'll go get them.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your image.
Hey, Kevin, I bet with your repeat customers, you ain't got to ask them for the address again. I bet you got them on file.
Yes, I do.
Well, okay. Well, since we're going there, so in a normal Kickstarter process, guys, just some behind the scenes from the.
Listen, we got a guest that you made him
creator.
leave, man. Come on now.
I didn't make him leave. We just have.
We got a guest that he said, I can't do with this.
It's just a little quick moment.
Like, I can't do with this.
It's a quick moment.
This Negroicity.
So what happens is, when you typically do a Kickstarter,
Why are
you
explaining people?
Kickstarters typically work as pre-orders, pretty much. You know what I mean? So, once you're going through this Kickstarter process, at the end of it, when you're getting ready to, you send out a survey saying, hey, customers, thank you so much for your support. Where would you like your items shipped? Whether it's a digital file, is there a specific email that you'd like me to send it to? Or if it's a physical item, then we'll just ship the physical item out to you, right? And in order for me to ship the physical item out to you, then I would obviously need your address in order to be able to send it, which is why you send out a survey. So you send out a survey at the end of the Kickstarter saying, hey, guys, I don't know where you live to deliver your product, but if you let me know where you live to deliver your product, I will gladly ship it to you. So there's a process that we can send out updates on Kickstarter, and I use this process quite a few times, actually, and this actually keeps a record. And I use this process, and I send out emails, and I'm like, hey, guys, thank you so much for your support. I'm trying to ship these comics out on time, and I just don't have all of the addresses. Can you guys please kindly fill out your survey? Thank you so much. It'll help us with timely and gracious service. And, you put that out there, you send it on out into the world, and, you got jerks that just don't read their updates. And they, you know what I mean? And then when you don't have the information.
Hey, time out. You see how he talk about his Kickstarter backers? Like, I want y'all to understand the terminology being used. So when you support Morgan,
you ain't nothing but an ant on an anthill.
You might be called a jerk at some point.
I call people jerk every day. I mean, it's not.
We meant to talk to you about that. Like, this is an intervention now. This is a safe space.
Here we go.
All right, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Like, Morgan, I don't know, Morgan. Like, I was on your boat before you hit the live button, but I got to switch teams now, player. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's racism. Open racism.
I mean, he went to a blacker dude. What do you want? He went to another black
Black people can be racist against black people.
How?
I don't think that works like that.
I don't think that's how you gonna be racist against black people.
If you are in control of the economy in which you have power over and use that power to assert it over someone that you think is less than you based on their skin color, it's still racism.
So how do I have control over the economy?
It depends on the variation of the context here, but in this moment, I was just explaining how black people
you sound like
black.
You sound like T.I. right now. Just say big words.
I didn't say
expeditiously.
If I had said expeditiously, then I'd agree. But I didn't say expeditiously.
The variation.
I prophetically understood what you
That's
said.
right. Exactly. I could have, if I want to sound like T.I., I could have said, well, I would answer your question expeditiously and blah, 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 blah. That would have sounded like T.I.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. something. Listen, the reason why this man is on a rant is
why y'all speaking. I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, I didn't even add. You keep talking. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to add this point up.
You still owe me one win up. You still owe me a win. You.
Why?
Slipping.
Charity?
You No, you slipping. Because I did back-to-back wins, and you ain't give me my second win.
I did. Right. I did it live on the show.
Right.
What are you talking about?
That's all right. That's all right.
You
That's
ain't
all
got
right.
lie,
we got the big bro in the building.
See, here you go.
Look at all
we got the big bro in the building.
Oh, big bro,
man.
Whoa! Did somebody get a haircut?
I don't know.
You shining right now?
Yeah,
Morgan.
Somebody did. I do see a difference there.
I was about to say he took
on the scoreboard as well. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know it's too. I know it's very too mature. Beards in the chat now. Finally, thank you very much.
I mean,
it happens.
You know, I'm getting there. Yeah, it's not quickly.
I'm not. I pull the hairs out quite frequently. I got like 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like
you already know.
Did you just say live on that you pull the grays out of your beard?
Yeah.
You know, Morgan take baths listening to Dolly Parton. Let's not even get into this.
I do.
Let's not even get into
Morgan this. Morgan uses bath bombs real frequently.
Just how did y'all know that?
Morgan be 2 a.m. working 9 to 5.
You be using tea light candles, man. Come on.
Yes. What's wrong with bath bombs? I literally had some lumberjacks made, so.
Man,
that'll actually be out on on the next Kickstarter. Actually,
you know it's a good bath when you turn the water off with your big toe. That's what Morgan be doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes
it depends on the angle. Sometimes you do it with your pinky toe. I didn't even tell them what our topic was. Messing with y'all. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't even change the logo or nothing. It's still top 5 black directors.
Listen, what had happened was y'all started racism behind the scenes of the show.
I was addressing
when
Morgan's birthday rolls around again. Somebody buy this man a dictionary so he can understand the definition.
Morgan was up here mad that he couldn't send a Kickstarter to a witness protection program address, and was like,
"Thank you."
Upset.
So you in the middle. You playing games. You playing games. You in the middle. See, you understand the witness protection.
What was that? Them fumbles. I'm gonna catch them fumbles.
I did fumble for a second. It's because I was trying to do 2 things.
Go on and tell people what the doggone topic was, man.
The topic is top 5 movie speeches of all time, unless somebody decides to cheat tonight, which happens. You know,
okay, can I ask this question? Movies or television?
Movies, man.
Movies. I literally
just said movies.
No, because the last time I was on this show, somebody misunderstood the instructions and was naming stuff none of us never seen from TV shows.
I mean, if it's Danny, that's a normal Tuesday, man.
It wasn't Danny that day. It was like 19 of us on here that night.
Just another manic Monday. That's a great song.
Hey, what y'all want to get into first? Y'all want to talk about what everybody talking about?
That's
Draymond listening to Stomp by Young Buck.
somebody said he 8-town stomped.
Hey, bro.
Hey, man, don't put that on us. Draymond, all right?
He was like he was in a video with Lil Jon.
Hey, listen. If y'all let me know when we getting into it, because I'm just saying. I feel him though. I feel him.
Why?
You know
No, go ahead.
Let him get it off. Let him get it off.
Go ahead. You cook. So we can tell you how wrong you are.
That man had no reason to be touching on his legs. Draymond did not solicit him to be rubbing his ankles and his legs and stuff like that. It was weird. Draymond did not cause him to fall. He didn't have nothing to do with him hitting the ground. But for whatever reason, DeMontis decided to grab his thigh meat and his ankles and stuff. For no reason whatsoever, unsolicited. After he did such, Draymond decided to let my people go, talking about his leg, and he raised his leg up. Oh, but he wouldn't let it go, so he had a tomahawk stomp him. You know what I'm saying?
You just made up a whole story.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
I don't think that happened at all, brother.
He pulled his arms up like this. He didn't even grab with his hand.
He definitely.
He was covering his head. Number one.
No, he wasn't. Bro,
this is my thing. If you're on the ground and you're in a scrum, and you got this maniac who's willing to get kicked out of finals games to kick people in the nuts, like you're not gonna guard your head. Like that's the first thing I'm gonna do is protect my head because this dude is a maniac. He's dirty. He take any shot he can get. He's a glorified football player.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Javon, because I'm gonna get mine.
The funny part is people acted like, number one, people acted like this man had him in the ankle lock, like Kurt Angle. Like
it looks like an ankle lock.
No, he did. You saw how much space he had between his arms and his leg.
Draymond,
if he didn't, what was his reason for touching that man? Why
we just told you, man. We just told you.
The man is psycho.
Listen,
man, let me pull it up.
And then not only that, like he looked down at him. He looked down at him
because he was holding his leg.
Time out.
Okay,
and
so
then
all you gotta do is like stand still for a second,
and then point. He could have pointed at him. He literally
just like the other day where he was giving Sabonis a lap dance. He refused to give up. Get up. All he was doing was it was a lap dance. The point is, look, like it's the same thing.
Dog,
you could have sat there.
Morgan, Draymond stomped that man like he owed him a pack of cigarettes with a lotto ticket. There's no
he
coming
does.
back from that, bruh.
For all you know, he does, sir.
Hey, don't know. Let me ask you a question. If Draymond had if Sabonis had grabbed Draymond's arm, should Draymond have punched him?
It depends on what he grabbed him for.
No. In the midst of a basketball game,
right?
No. Like your response.
Go ahead. I want you, before you started, look at how much space is between his arms and Draymond's leg. Just look.
I disagree.
Go ahead, play it.
Go ahead, play it.
Oh, I am gonna play it.
Y'all want y'all to see the narrative that Morgan made in his head.
Monk puts it up.
Morgan believed that BS press conference.
He's holding it, bro. I know you saw him hold his leg, bro.
Look at the
we trust Morgan with his 8-bit internet. Man, he saw the mess out of him for no reason. Talk about you seen it,
When you turn your Wi-Fi up or something.
Yeah, connect it to the hard drive, man.
Double dribble.
Time out.
Man, hold on. Let me take all the panels down because y'all just gonna sit here and lie like that. Like y'all ain't seen this screen.
Bulls versus Blazers.
Oh my God.
Nah, he watch it on AIM, Kyron. He don't watch
this look like an Atari NBA.
Y'all remember when
how are y'all not seeing it clear? If y'all not seeing it clear, it's not me, it's you.
This look like screenshots, man.
I'm directly plugged into the modem. So
that right there.
All right, there you go again. How many times y'all want to see it?
I would like to see it once instead of seeing multiple screenshots.
Oh, you know what, bro? You know what? I know how to fix this. I'm gonna stop screen sharing and you screen share it. Fast internet. You do.
No, I'm not. It's not my job to defend. Listen, we all agree. You're the one that got to defend yourself.
If you don't YouTube this and put it up
on
fast internet, you the one over there with the freaking the fastest internet in the world.
Everybody on this chat right now has seen that at least a good 15 times.
We showing the people that didn't see it.
Who?
And they still couldn't see it with the internet, Morgan. Golly.
Then you fast internet having people. You fast internet having people. Go. You fast internet having people put it up then. I know.
You just said you.
And throwing the robot out there.
Somebody call A-Slade to help Morgan.
Yeah, we just watched a motion comic book. That's what we watched.
What's good, Sean? Hey, listen. We got somebody that's got really fast internet on here. Apparently, we got 3 other people that got really fast internet.
Let me try.
It's okay, Morgan, man. Sabonis, grab some air and just, wonder why he got stomped.
That guy grabbed his leg, bro.
Okay, but did he twist his leg or anything?
Not Clay Mason's, Justin.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
So he did. All right. So
he didn't twist his leg. He grabbed it for no reason.
Okay.
And Draymond couldn't get loose of his leg.
Hold on. No.
I didn't say he was right to do it. I didn't say he was right to do it.
So why would he?
I said I understand why he did it. I didn't say he was right to do it.
So you understand?
You got the mind of a crazy man, is what you said.
If I'm in the middle of a game and I feel like somebody's purposely grabbing my leg to keep me from bringing it down, I'm going to do something to dislodge them from my leg.
So we just found out what Morgan be doing at the YMCA.
Well, first off, Sabonis was acting. That dude did not.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was acting.
They was BS.
Everybody who say that, I want to see them. Just lay down. When I see you, lay down. Let me stomp on your chest.
As long as I can respond.
He definitely was acting a little bit, but
he was
even if in the NBA, you got stepped on the chest.
Like bruh, that was BS.
Again, everybody who says that, let me step on your chest.
No, I'm not saying the stomp wasn't. Draymond did it on purpose. Okay, I didn't say he did.
We all know that.
I didn't say he should have done it, right? But what I'm saying is, if I'm Draymond and I'm getting annoyed because Draymond said it happened in the game before, and he said he was annoyed and they weren't calling it, they were just
but like all the dirty stuff. This is my problem. This is one of my problems with the NBA as a whole. Like you'll go out here and do all kinds of grimy stuff to people, and then somebody does it to you, and it's like, oh, they held me last game, bro. I could pull up tape from game after game of him doing shiesty shit on the court. I'm sorry, are we allowed to cuss? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. He's always doing shiesty shit, pushing people.
This is HBO access. Go ahead.
Grabbing, holding people. Like you do this every single game.
He was doing
now
it in
you're
that
upset
game.
When somebody does it to you.
That game, dude. He was
hold on. Let me ask Morgan this. You know, Captain Pro Black, right? If Grayson Allen did that to Draymond, would you be defending the same thing?
If the actions were the exact same, yes. Don't forget I'm a Duke fan, but
so he likes.
I'm gonna let you know.
Wait a minute. We just saw what supersedes race with Morgan. Like that's what we saw.
Hey.
So he encourages this.
So Morgan like dirty players. Morgan like dirty players. That's it.
No. Wait, let me make myself clear before y'all start lying on me now. I did not say Draymond should have done it. I didn't say that's what I would have done, and I didn't say
you just said that's what you would have done.
I did not say that's what I would have done.
Right, y'all understand what I go through right now?
No,
he will say something, and then turn around 2 minutes later and say,
"I did what I." All right, wait. What I said is, I understand why he did it. I said I understand why he did it. I said I understand why he did it. I don't know if I would have done the same thing. I don't think so, but I would have dislodged him from my leg. That's what I said.
You could have just pulled your leg away.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about me. So me, I probably would have done that.
Any reasonable human being could have just like that happens on the football field 65 times.
That's football though.
Every game. No, I know.
You can't do that in football either.
Somebody
the Ndamukong Suh, did that ring a bell?
The Ndamukong Suh was worse than that.
That's exactly what Ndamukong Suh did.
Somebody on the football field.
And Ndamukong was worse, bro.
And Ndamukong Suh didn't step on somebody?
Albert Hainsworth was worse.
You're right.
Time out. Suh literally stepped on somebody. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it was worse than Draymond.
When he was playing with
Draymond
Detroit,
stepped on him and then stepped over him like he was a stool.
Put his body weight on him.
Literally.
Right. He hit the gas on him.
Okay.
If he had done that, me and Greg talked about this earlier. I want him to do this stuff to like the Morris brothers.
He won't
do it to the Morris brothers.
He won't.
Yeah,
He's not gonna soft, man.
He Will Smith, Chris Rock. It is the same thing.
But he
ain't about to do
always
that.
doing that. He's soft.
But I'm
I
not
want just to release the tape of when Tristan Thompson stole on his ass, so we could see his reaction, how tough he was then.
Yeah,
and from what I heard, he kind of just dusted it off, maybe whimpered a little bit, and then went into a corner. And then next thing you know, he signed with Danny's favorite player of all time.
There go Danny J. Quick.
He's part of the crew now.
Danny came
going
on
the
trades, man.
Let me make myself clear
came
again
at the wrong time. Go ahead, save your man Lumberjacks. Go ahead and save your man Lumberjacks. We talking about black dudes.
If it was Lumberjacks, Draymond wouldn't be there no more. You ain't got to worry about that. But
that's
the point is,
though, he did that to somebody he knew who wasn't going to retaliate.
Wasn't gonna do nothing.
I didn't have a dog in that race. I said
if somebody had did that to Steph Curry, they would have been out for the playoffs. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, whatever.
Facts.
None of that has anything to do with my argument.
Do that to LeBron James.
Somebody
play next.
If somebody would have stepped on him or grabbed his ankle, which one of y'all?
Stepped on him.
He did get a technical for grabbing his. Don't act like he didn't get a technical for grabbing his leg.
Yeah,
the rap is
We
all
all,
something.
everybody's okay.
We know that. We know
All
that.
right,
We know
all
that.
right.
We-
So
we-
all
we're
I
talking
again,
about-
is
about
grabbing
the double
somebody's
stomp.
leg like an egregious act that deserves for them to get stomped on.
Damn, Justin.
Yeah, but let me just make sure my point is clear before y'all lie on me, okay?
Boy, did he
All,
do
all
that?
I'm saying,
Damn, he came
all I'm saying is I didn't say Draymond should have done it. I didn't say that's what I would have done. I said I understand why he did it. Because I do. I understand why he did it. I don't think he should have done it, but I understand why he did it. Because
But I don't.
Why do you?
Sabonis to me
why do you
should have grabbed his leg. He had
Hold
no
on.
business.
All right, Morgan,
Sabonis
though,
had
like-
no reason to grab his leg.
Man,
whatsoever.
I'm
Stop
sorry,
for a
bro.
second.
Like
Hold on.
I'm trying to protect my head at whatever cost. I'm on the ground. I'm the
Forget
only
it.
person on the ground.
I didn't see
Hold
that
on,
as
hold on,
his
hold
head.
on.
Listen, all I'm saying is
embracing it towards your face.
He was moving
He
his hand
pulled
like
his leg
this.
to his
Bruh.
face.
No.
Hold on.
He didn't reach like this.
He rolled, guys. He
did
rolled
like
over
this.
and did like this,
With a
and this dude just happened to be there.
And he probably grabbed it on purpose. That's all.
He
fine
just
and good.
happened to be there.
I'm
Draymond was
protecting
standing there
my
minding
head.
his business the whole time.
No, forget. Listen to me.
Listen.
Now we would be able to see this if we weren't watching stills from your
Well,
video.
if you
But he
I
rolled
understand
over.
you need a joke.
He
I understand you need a
rolled
joke. That's
He
funny.
rolled over. Listen,
But if
he
the
hold
easy
on,
fix is
hold
you
on,
using
hold
your
on, Morgan.
fast
Morgan,
internet
hold
to
on
put
for a
the video
second.
up.
Morgan,
Why
hold
are you
on.
making it difficult?
Hold on.
Show us your internet speed.
All right, we can do that.
Thank
I
you.
see.
God bless, bro. You making it hard for no
Typically,
reason.
when you try to stream these things, it's not gonna.
It's probably not going to work well either. So.
Well,
We're
you
not-
know,
all I'm
we
saying
talking about
is,
my
as a
internet,
black
so-
man on this,
We don't
all I'm
even
saying
know
is, as
your
a black
internet
man on
like
this
that,
podcast,
guys.
I know, like, why are you taking it so
Javon
personally,
does.
sir? What?
No, you don't know your internet.
Dray-
Like,
if
How do I know what your
Draymond-
internet is?
You the one talking about me putting up stills. That's all I'm saying.
We
Put
all
your
clowning
eyes-
on you.
that man was
Focus
putting up
on
some
me.
Charlie Chaplin black and white.
See,
movies.
that's
you
what
know,
I'm
the
saying.
first motion
So,
picture was
Just
filmed.
said you use a claymation.
Featuring
Why
a
you ain't
black-
getting at him?
I
Right.
told Jess to shut up like 5 minutes ago.
Hey man,
Jess
All
ain't
I'm
on
saying
the
is
show
that-
though, so I can't say, "Hey, Jess, use your faster internet
Hold
to
on,
post the video."
all
I
I'm
wasn't even
saying
getting at
is-
y'all.
is
I'm saying, yo,
if
my internet's slow,
Draymond stomp
you
on
fix it.
me, if Draymond stomp on me, I'm like bacon in the pan, bro. I'm sizzling. You coming down with me, bro? You ain't about to get your foot off of me, man. We going down with it.
Unless he stomps
Period.
the wind out of you, then you gotta like regroup, man.
Yeah.
Oh, then listen, bro. Then we might as well just get kicked out the game. I'm like, bro,
See?
it's a wrap.
That- I'm just saying, bro,
It's
energy
gonna have
for
to be
energy.
some furniture moving after that. man.
Energy
Like,
for energy. You're not about to grab my leg, and now I would not stomp him, but I'm gonna make it.
What would you do in that situation?
They
You
baited
wouldn't
that
stop
dude.
him. What would you do?
Man, listen.
No, I wouldn't
I'm
stomp.
gonna look at my peoples in the
I
stand.
probably would
And
stand
I'm gonna tell
still.
them type in Malice in the Palace.
all right,
'Cause that's
Malice
what's
in the
about to
Palace
happen.
is greatness.
They
Of a
baited
different
that dude.
sort.
let's see.
All right,
let's
come on,
see.
Javon. You can't make these jokes now. Let's go. Look at that.
Bruh.
Oh shit.
Bruh.
God
Look at
damn.
that. Look at that Wi-Fi. Look at that Wi-Fi.
Man.
Crystal clear.
No,
Look how
No,
long.
no.
Look how.
Maybe
Look how.
for you.
He didn't
I
even
see. I
hold.
see individual pixels right now.
Yeah, that's
Literally,
what yours.
Oh,
look
that's
like.
your internet. That's
Yeah,
again.
I
The
see
joke
both.
is
I
your
see both of
internet.
them the same.
Time out. The
was
joke is
clear on my
your
end.
internet is
I-
bad.
I saw Adam Sandler from Pixels up in there, Javon. I
Yeah,
don't know.
watching.
I
I'm
gotta
just
roll
trying
that
to tell
joke
you, bro.
back.
It looks
Fine
the
for
exact
mine.
same. What you looks the
Fine
exact
for
same
me.
to me.
Nah, okay, wait a minute. This is moving a little bit faster. It's
It's
okay,
not.
right here.
It looks like Madden. It looks
Damn!
like Madden glitches.
And then he sprung off.
Right, and he sprung
Oh.
off of him.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
when he
whole
sprung
point.
off, I think he was taking his weight off of him.
Listen, I
How you
don't know,
take
we
your weight
all-
off somebody?
nah, bruh.
Hey,
We
listen.
all seen above the rim. You got to go to
Listen,
the bag for that.
Danny Morgan.
You gotta
Morgan
go to
needs
the
to
bag
work.
for
We
that.
need to give Morgan a book on gravity and
Nah, listen.
just play
My
that.
entire
Listen,
point.
Just-
My entire point is,
I'm
if I
sorry
was
if
in
y'all North
Draymond's shoes,
Carolinians ain't got good internet.
if I was in Draymond's shoes, I would not have handled it the way that he did. But I understand why he was upset. I would have handled it differently, but I
Was
understand.
he?
why
But was he really upset?
Why are you upset?
I mean, he had to be upset to stomp the
He
man,
did.
right?
No. He's a hoe.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Right.
Like he's a bully. Bullies look for reasons to bully people.
I don't
It's like
disagree with that.
punching Jordan at practice. Like this is him. Like you mean if that was Zach Randolph on the ground, you think he's stomping Zach
No,
Randolph out?
because Zach will beat him
Nah.
up immediately.
Or like Ron
would he
said,
would he
with the
stomp
short-
Rasheed Wallace? No. Would he
No,
stomp KG? No.
no,
Would he stomp
no.
Shaq? No.
I got a
That's
question.
the point. That's the point Greg is making though.
I never made a
Thank you,
counterpoint to that.
Justin.
And
I got a
that's all it really is, man. Like,
Dennis
stuff
got a
happens.
question though.
Aren't these two teams just trying to compete against each other? Don't they know that?
Oh, Danny, man, ain't nobody want that piece,
Aren't
man.
they-
It's a beef.
Aren't they just trying to like get the upper advantage? Don't they know if they bait him enough that he's gonna get a technical and get kicked out of the game?
The thing about Draymond, you don't have to bait him because he's an idiot. He's gonna do something stupid. Like I don't know, man. I played a lot of basketball in my life. There's never been one time that I assaulted anybody's nuts, bro. Not one time.
Not one time.
I feel you on that.
I may have accidentally,
I'm not a fan of
dunking on
Draymond, by the way. I
and
want to make
caught
that
him,
clear.
But as far as like purposely, I'm gonna hit this dude in his ball. Never. It's a special breed. Chris Paul, like them dudes, they're a special breed.
Look,
My issue with Draymond is like I feel like Draymond has realized I have a reputation, so I could just do this stuff, and they ain't gonna call foul on me the whole game. Like it's got to be a certain ref that's gonna take him out.
Agreed.
And so he knows I got a long leash, and I'm gonna just do crazy. He should have fouled out like 3 straight times that night. Forget the tech. He should have fouled out at least 3 times.
Like we were talking about habitual line stepping before we went on live.
Oh man,
he is the epitome of that.
But
that's live on the other
like
side
honestly,
of the line.
like in order to be like a really good, like a great defender, you gotta do a lot. You gotta do a lot of stuff, and you're gonna get
I agree.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Rodman is a perfect example. You got to get in the mind of your opponent, but I mean, you ain't about to springboard off me like a ninja.
Right.
That's what ain't about.
He definitely like a Ninja Turtle.
Like that's what ain't about
That
to
nigga-
happen. I don't
that
care
nigga
how
was
his
a mark.
eyes
called him to
different
the
or
other
not.
side to show him a new tech advancement.
Listen, bro, this fist gonna come all the way from Mississippi. I'm gonna knock you dead upside your head, bro. If you step on me, I promise.
I feel you. Look, Sabonis would have been within his rights to get up and go to his behind. You know what I'm saying?
He couldn't breathe.
Hey, they had
By
to
the time
take
you could
X-rays.
breathe,
Wasn't nothing
They
wrong
had
with
to
it,
take
man.
X-rays.
Nah, man, like seriously, that's
Wasn't
like,
wrong with
what
that
is
guy, bro.
Draymond about 250?
No, I wouldn't say there was nothing wrong, but he did play it up.
He was capping very, very hard, bro.
I mean,
You're
let me
supposed to.
I'm talking about lids.
Hey,
I'm talking about lids in the 2000s capping.
But
When
check it out.
I see Morgan at Heroes Con,
Let
I
me-
want more. We're gonna reenact it, and then all this talk.
Let me
just lay it
explain
out.
one thing though.
As long as I can respond.
You can't respond.
Why?
Sabonis,
He didn't respond.
That ain't my problem. I ain't know.
You can respond. You can respond. You can act just as much as he did.
I'm not acting.
all I'm saying is, like, there's always a meter where you can tell if a white person is injured, how red they turn. And his ass was really red, like on the ground.
I didn't see said redness.
You need to look at it again when your internet speeds up.
I will. I will as soon as
get off that aim.
Yeah, he was red. Like
Morgan got that 60-day free internet they give him the CDs. he's still running on that. Hey, bro.
Why you say you go to AOL online, man?
what was
Why do you
it?
say that, man?
First of
Say
all,
AOL online.
First of all, y'all can stop coming for my internet, bro. Okay, y'all can stop coming for my internet. Bro.
You know why I was going slow? Morgan got a donkey on a wheel in the back.
Listen, y'all can stop.
He said Morgan got storyboards. He ain't got video.
All right. Hey, just remember,
this thing got animatic.
Just remember, y'all started this now. Okay. just remember, you started this now. When I start throwing IEDs over this hole, you know what I'm saying? Don't. You know what I mean? Like, don't. I'm just remember this, okay? Everyone remember this show now, okay? Everyone remember this.
Oh man.
All good. We in here now. Oregon Trail is a great. That's one of the best games ever made.
Morgan got the first ET game internet. Like,
oh god.
You gotta put like floppy disk in.
Hey, listen. I would do that to play Oregon Trail.
Do smoke signals. He don't take a break. They say, "Hey, the internet."
Like we all didn't play Oregon Trail when we was in the library and supposed to be checking.
Nah, brother.
I ain't gonna lie. I played it, but I don't know how.
I used to play that in GTA.
Oh,
you know, the GTA 2, we used to be able to blow people like way up in the sky and they just keep floating and floating. Classic gaming. What was so we were supposed to talk about that nonsense, and then AI art. No, Jonathan Majors. I think we should probably.
Oh yeah,
I think we should definitely. I think we should definitely touch Jonathan Majors.
Hey, Greg.
Can we segue into something else, man? Like, golly, brother. Hold on.
Hey, listen.
I took my hoodie off. Wait a minute.
Listen, y'all been picking on my internet, so you
know. Nah, bro, y'all got on me when the news came out and I said recast Kang. Y'all was like, man, wait until more information come out.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do.
Excuse me, I didn't say that. I said, "Oh, we good on recasting." That's what I said. Like that's
he
what
didn't say that. I said
that's what I said.
Time, you know.
All I said was there's multiverses. Kang can look different in a few of them.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all I said.
I didn't say none of that.
Can I say? I would have said this though. Like we still ain't heard really nothing.
Exactly.
All he did.
Hold on. Okay, Danny, go ahead.
Go ahead, Danny. Get it off, Danny. Because I'm gonna go ahead, get it off.
This is the first time in the history of social media that a crisis or something like this is happening, where you don't know the person's name. Yo, all these internet detectives, and they can't find this woman's picture.
Olivia Pope
that's Marvel money. That's Marvel money.
I thought they did
that's Marvel money. Come on, Dan. You got to be smarter than that. That's Marvel money. Marvel got wind of that before police.
Mickey Mouse, it's Disney money, man. That's Disney money.
That's Disney
I'm thinking personally. I think that he maybe this incident was overblown, but there are people that are saying that there's a history, and so if the history is being dug up, let's remember it's the truth.
But let's be fair. Any other time we've seen this in the social media era, the past come to light real quick. Black Twitter is good to find your info.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that makes him totally innocent.
Right.
But we all good as know, like, man, Twitter will crush your career faster than the public. Yeah. So nothing really coming out doesn't really show history. Or like I just said to my first point, Disney got a hold of this news before it hit the airwaves and cleared all of it.
Yeah,
and wiped everything down. Bro.
That woman on an island in the Pacific somewhere.
She got a coconut with a string connected to another coconut talking to Wilson. Like you ain't gonna never hear that.
Up there with Nick Fury on
the on the ship.
They out there using Men in Black flashing devices, just wiping people's minds.
I do want to say this from both sides. So when it initially came up, I said let's wait because there's no real information outside of the lawyer saying, "Yo, we got video." So the thing that makes me most curious is that his lawyer was mad loud. You know what I'm saying? His lawyer was mad loud saying these are just allegations. We've got video. She recanted a statement. He released a text message, right? So that's all the stuff that came out, and we were kind of in the holding pattern once that came out, and we hadn't heard anything. But now it's been like 2 weeks since then, and now for things to get to the point where your talent agency and these type of companies are letting go of their partnership with you. I mean, that's money they losing. So they have to know. Okay.
Yo, so the army has been bombing people for 100 years, and they dropped a commercial with this dude for more than 100 years, and they dropped this dude from a commercial.
I think he can't.
I'm like, bro, come on now.
Well, let me.
I gotta remember he black.
The money will show.
I think Greg's at where I'm getting ready to go. That's why I was like,
there's all kinds of people in Hollywood. What's the dude that what's his name? Notable actor. Not too long ago, beat the crap out of his wife.
Oh wait, they said save my friend Savion. A young guy who watches my show, he brought up that Jeremy Renner, he had an incident where his ex-wife, he put a gun in her mouth or something like this. Something like that.
Dana White just went through this. I was about to say that we still live in a world where we got Dana White on tape and he still running.
Dana White just went through this. So that's the other part I was gonna get to.
To play the Flash.
Exactly. I want to be fair on both sides, right? So, like I was saying, for his agents and stuff to drop him, there's more information that they must have found out, or from the other side of this, like what we were talking about, this could also be a black man having, a black man that was at his height having something questionable happen, and while they're still investigating and going and litigating behind the scenes, they go in there ahead and killing their partnerships before it could possibly get bad. And let's not forget that the woman in question is a white woman.
When did y'all first hear about Jonathan Majors? When were you first introduced to Jonathan Majors?
Is this a conspiracy theory?
As an actor,
I think this is going. Don't entertain.
I don't want
to know. Like when
I'm gonna let him do it though.
What year? What year or what?
What was that last black man in San Francisco?
I think that was the first time I saw it.
That and then I think everybody had the main introduction with
Lovecraft Country was the first time was that the first time I saw him?
No, it was before that. I just don't remember what.
Lovecraft Country was the first time I could think about.
Well,
Black Man
in San Francisco came out after that. Too, so
that was 2020 though, right?
He was excellent in Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Yeah, he was.
What you trying to say, Danny?
Yeah, please go ahead.
He showed up kind of quick and gone kind of quick. I mean, if he's gone,
I'm not saying that.
I don't know.
Like I said, I think the money from the next thing his face is gonna be on is gonna be the telling factor. That's even if it gets that far.
Well, he already lost like 2 movies already. Like 2-3 movies.
That's what I'm saying. But we talking about the MCU, the end all or be all of you know what I'm saying, of Topple Gang. But it's like if I'm not being toppled, if the money from Marvel start getting low because of him, he gone.
Oh no, that ain't happening. But so one of the things I've been thinking, did he drop them or did they drop? Did he drop them? Because the people that put out that text, that didn't help at all.
Not at all.
No,
I think they thought it was gonna help, but it just sounded like
it didn't prove anything.
Talking to Mike Tyson, yo, you got me, and I got you back, but I'm gonna tell him you didn't bite me. It was wild. So we do know
that could have helped this video
with the legal system and all. They always try to get black people to cop a plea to say, oh, I did this, but I didn't do that, and so there could be a chance where he's like, I ain't copping nothing because I ain't do nothing.
Exactly.
Personally, think
I'm waiting.
Stay away from white women in the first place. But you got to roll with the punches.
Hey, listen, that is part of what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go so far as to say what Greg said, but what I will say is that is a component. That is a component of this that can't be ignored. Once that was put out there, that's definitely going to make people react a little bit differently, and we all know that, sadly.
Don made a good point. Ezra Miller out here kidnapping people, assaulting people in public.
Hey, but they didn't gave his whole movie to 2 Batmans.
Yeah, but he's still in it.
Yeah,
though.
but he's still
he's still in it.
But it's like I think it's like the only way you could clean that up is you can't even clean it up because the movie done. It's like, the whole he come back as a different flag.
Well, they promoting the hell out of the other people in the movie more than
that's a fact. That's a fact.
You would swear it was a Batman movie.
And I think it being Kang kind of makes it, and I know they talking about the Avengers Kang Dynasty and everything, but Kang specifically has like Kevin was saying, has a lot of variants. So you never know. They'll figure out a way.
We saw
it depends on what it depends on what their shooting schedule is. Mm-hmm. I don't. So to me, if this is all stemming from that one incident, by now it's been at least a month since this first broke.
They definitely. I would say Marvel would have to have looked into these people
before they, sign them.
Yeah.
Even then, I think if it was a big deal, if it was something really solid, I think Marvel would have disassociated themselves.
Immediately, exactly.
I agree.
Because you gotta, if you going, for lack of a better word, if you gonna shut down Jonathan Majors like that, you should have shut down Robert Downey Jr. before he signed on as the first Iron Man.
Yeah, that's way different though. That's way different. Robert Downey Jr. went to jail. He went to rehab. He went through a whole lot of stuff.
Kenji,
so the black man got to go.
No, The difference is it didn't happen during him being Iron Man.
Yeah,
because remember, they caught a little bit of flack.
This is a lot of speculation, Kenji.
when Robert Downey Jr. got cast, a lot of people are like, I don't know, he's got drug problem and everything like that. Like it had happened like years before, if I'm not mistaken.
Not to mention
he had a
domestic violence
thing in history of shenanigans. But we already know what it is, man. Like I'm careful not to try to defend him.
Yeah.
Especially without knowing, but the other side of me is we know that we're guilty until proven innocent. Like that.
That's where I'm at. That's why I said my thought process doesn't change until I see it. It's the same as it was with Meg and Tory Lanez. I didn't say anything on either side until the trial actually happened, and I could have actual information to look at and make my mind up.
I did.
Kenji, can I be real with you? Kenji, can I be real with you? If the tape is that bad, somebody would have paid for it.
Yeah.
Somebody would have paid for it. Marvel would have jumped
immediately.
It would have leaked. They literally got video and pictures of John Morant in a strip club with getting a lap
he posted
dance.
that himself though.
No,
not the pictures.
Not the pictures.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the video.
No. There's pictures of him all by himself with a stripper. If they can get that,
cameras on the wall or something.
Yeah, they can get it. So I mean, if it was really that bad, it would be really valuable, and somebody would have paid for it.
I think it kind of go to testament what I kind of said in the beginning when we started. This is like, if it was really gone down, like people said it's going down, Twitter would have tore him a new one with like information that even Marvel couldn't get their hands on. Like we don't see this.
Twitter is amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
Like we don't see these with stars all the time. So I'm not saying that Jonathan Majors
facts too.
Guilty. I'm not even saying he's all the way he's innocent, but at the same time, it's like, you know, as black people, like Greg said, we're not innocent until proven guilty. We guilty until proven innocent. That's another reason why, for me personally, I'm not saying too much of nothing outside of I hope he didn't do it. But if he did do it, he got to stand to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best I got, because until I see the information, I don't have much to say. I'm just like that across the board. Until I want the information, as much information as possible before I'm gonna go out and start blasting anything. You know what I'm saying? So
I think sometimes you use deductive reasoning though, right? Like everybody that said Meg was lying, I'm like, how did the bullet shrapnels get in her foot? Like,
no.
So like all I'm saying is like that's an example where you can kind of use a little bit of reasoning, but in this type of situation we have no idea what happened. Like all we're doing is going off of, there's no evidence that we've seen. All we're doing is going off reports and all that kind of stuff.
We ain't seen a girl, we ain't seen mugshots, even Rihanna had pictures of her face after she got beat up. Like
TMZ didn't get it either. That's surprising. But with Meg and Tory, the reason I stayed quiet is because to me, all I heard was he said, she said. That's all I saw.
You didn't see the pictures of the foot from the hospital?
I didn't see but I didn't look either. No, I didn't go looking either because you gotta see. That's what I'm saying. What I was seeing is so much fluster on both sides. I saw people saying the pictures were fake. I saw people saying that Tory was lying, that Meg was lying, that both had different stories, whatever. So I was like, I'm not saying anything, because if they're going to court, I'm not gonna say anything until it hits court.
So you couldn't say like a little bitty dude. Sorry if there's any little bitty dudes listening. Like a little bitty dude and a 5'10", 5'11" woman, and a little bitty dude trying to act like he's a thug and he's from Canada. We see what's happening with Dylan Brooks. Like these Canadians are running off rails,
strays everywhere from Greg, man. Everybody catching Dylan Brooks just chilling, watching TV. He minding
pull your bottom lip in.
Circumstantial evidence.
That man just sitting in his locker room chilling.
Pull your bottom lip in, Danny. You looking too.
I was reading Twitter. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Danny is doing the work right now. He's searching.
His own podcast where Danny reads Twitter and shakes his head.
It's bad, bro.
You know it's bad when Danny started wiping that sweat from the top. Like, ooh, Jesus.
But wait, hold on. The funny part, everybody keeps saying like it's bad for him, and I'm like, I mean, the things that are happening to him are bad, but it's like we don't know what happened.
I'll put it like this: he's in quicksand right now. Is he not drowning? He not up to his neck in it.
Oh, he might be drowning.
I'm not saying that. He looking for a paddle.
He's looking for a life
he in quicksand right now. So like until he fully submerged, that's it. That's the topic. Let's move on. Next topic. Go ahead, Morgan.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely think we should move on.
I think behind the scenes is right. They're trying to get as much of his content out.
Oh, I'm trying to get that contract for next season.
I think I got to touch on American in this week. Racism. For whatever reason, I mean, it's always here for those of us who are black, but this week people showing their behinds because, like, I don't know if y'all have seen some of these stories, but what were you about to say, Javon?
I said this week.
Yeah, I know.
Did America ever stop?
But that's for us. Water is wet at this point.
That's for us though. Eric, there's no way.
Skeletor?
There's no way.
Skeletor?
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
There ain't much in that movie that could be on any top 5.
Not on mine.
Top 5 worst.
I can understand it being on somebody's, just not mine.
We putting that in the same category as Super Mario Brothers starring John Leguizamo. Let's get out of here with that mess, please.
Richard,
he got mad that they didn't ask her to be in the movie and in the car.
Like, did you see the first one you did?
They don't want nothing to do with that, bro.
Sean, that was what I was about to get to because that's one of the things. Like the kid, Richard Y'all. First off, for those who were following the post on my page, I was updating as I saw stuff. So thankfully he's home. 16-year-old kid. For those, I'm sure y'all heard it. 16-year-old kid. Parents asked him to go pick his siblings up. He went to the wrong address, which was very understandable based on like looking at the two addresses. Very understandable. Went to the wrong address. Dude didn't even. Well, his aunt said that the guy said something to him, but that's still in dispute. The point is, what we know that's not in dispute is that he shot the kid, a 16-year-old kid, through his glass door twice, for showing up at the wrong house. That was one case. I was infuriated. I'm very thankful though that he's back home, because if he's back home, that means I'm hoping that it was a graze, you know what I'm saying, of some sort. Like we're not looking at brain damage or like lifetime, you know what I'm saying, injuries that he's gonna have to deal with. And so I'm very happy to hear that he's at home recovering and he's not dead, because you know it could have easily been that, because dude did shoot him in the head. The other case, I don't know if y'all saw that sheriff that got caught on somebody recorded him. Yeah, through a glass door. Somebody recorded this sheriff in I think it was Oklahoma. I posted it on my page, but he was talking about how if it was like in the old days where you could take a black dude and whip his ass and throw him in the cell, or take him down the Mud Creek and hang him from a rope, all on tape. and he ended the video saying. He ended the audio saying, yeah, but they got more rights than we do. And I'm like, bro, you just talked about being able to freely lynch people.
Why are you talking about it like the old days? Like,
don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know. That's why I said American and hard this week. That was another thing. I saw something else early. The representatives in Tennessee.
Just brought up about the white woman who was killed the same way.
Yep, same thing. She was in the car with her friends. I read that earlier today. In the car with her friends, they happened to turn around in this driveway. Old buddy came out on the porch, shot twice. It hit the young lady that lost her life, and he when the police got there, he didn't want to come out. I'm sure you didn't want to come out. Like what in the world? Why are people? Let me not ask that.
What you mean? Why?
The level of scary. Well, she was.
Dude, we live in a world where people love their guns more than they love people.
That's a fact. But people
look for reasons to use them.
Like any reason
actively are looking.
That's my problem. My problem is like somebody literally turned around in your driveway and you firing on them, ain't gave no warning, ain't said nothing. They ain't do nothing to you. And you firing immediately, bow, 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 and you kill somebody. Then you got the nerve to want to stay in the house when the police show up as if everything was gonna go smoothly for you. Like we're in a level of the first word that came to my head, I shouldn't say live, but we're at a level of cowardliness in this country that is alarming, especially when it comes to guns. Like, see, that wasn't the word that came to my head, but that's good. That's a good one.
I mean, it's nothing's gonna change, man. People until people give up their guns or take guns from people who shouldn't have guns.
That's definitely not gonna happen.
We just it's gonna keep. That's why, you know, every time there's an event or something where, you know, people are getting shot and killed or something really bad that happens, I'm so desensitized to it. Like, I feel bad and it sucks and I get angry, but at the same point, it's just like, y'all want y'all guns. So every time I get in an argument with somebody who talk about how much he gotta have his gun and yada yada yada, I'll be like, all right, this is what you get.
I'm not gonna say, I mean, you having a gun means you inherently.
I'm talking about as a whole, though. As a whole, Americans care too much about their ability to possess firearms than they care about common damn sense.
I agree with that 100%.
And so there are people, yes, you can have a gun in your house to protect your house, and that's fine. But if you aren't looking to change what we have now, even if it affects you in a slightly negative way, we're going to keep running into the same problems over and over again. On this very show, somebody tried to tell me about how a gun can be used as a hammer. And I'm sitting here like, listen, y'all
can a hammer.
What'd you say?
Correct.
So can a hammer.
Hammers are actually better hammers than guns.
Hammers are better hammers than guns.
The question was asked, what is the other point of a gun other than to shoot and kill?
Target practice.
They got some expensive.
I got pistol whip a black dude for 300, Stu.
What did you say?
I got pistol whipping a black dude for 300, Stu.
Still violence, sir.
Sorry, this not black.
Yeah, the Richard Yard situation pissed me off. The way the DA had the law in the state was dumb because, like, old buddy had fled the area. Thankfully, he went and turned himself in. But like in their state, if you don't charge it within the first 24 hours, then you have to release them. And I'm like, bruh, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, because people was pissed about that. Again, the thing that makes me the most happy is that Richard is alive. I don't know to what level. I'm really hoping, really hoping, based on how quickly he got discharged, I'm thinking he got grazed in the head.
Him still walking this earth is a blessing.
100%. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very thankful for him and his family because I cannot imagine that trauma. And me as a parent, if that was my baby girl, you know what I'm saying? I asked her to go pick her brother up and I get a call later with, you know what I'm saying, that she's been shot by some guy that, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine as a parent getting that type of phone call and you got to react and wait on the police to do something versus you just going and, you know what I mean?
That would be my villain origin story. I'm just letting you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, it's still could be a villain origin story.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I know my way around Kansas City is good.
That mess was sending me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Seriously, it was sending me. Like, especially because again, there was no reason for it. There was no provocation. There's no weapon.
You see the dude, right? You see the shooter.
Yeah. 84 years old, bro.
Man, I don't give a
Both of them was 84 though.
30
Both
years.
Of them was 80.
No, the other one was 60 something.
Yeah, the other one was
60 30 years ago, he was toting across in the fields, burning.
He probably still toting across.
Yeah,
he probably still toting across right now.
You know what really is, on top of that. So if they were even remotely in the same neighborhood, these people, the people that they were looking for, live right there next to them. It's dangerous out here,
That's
bro.
a fact, Eric. I say that all the time.
I'm
not interrupting you, Jamie.
I'm just saying, you never know. That's why, I like to get to know my neighbors. Some people I get along with around here. Some people I don't. But I at least like them to know who I am, and I want to know who they are.
Yeah, Jess, that's a good. I'm glad you said that. That was another part that pissed me off. He got shot. He was he was leaking, and he went to 3 different houses.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't help him.
Mm-hmm. This making me wonder, what part. I need to look up the address of what part because it's a lot of black people that live in Kansas City, and he had to be in a place, in a spot where there wasn't that many black people because
that would have ended differently.
It's crazy because I didn't have the same incident, but when I was in my 20s, I was driving back from somewhere and my car died.
I agree with this, Sean.
Lock him up forever.
If I was driving
fast out first,
and my battery died, and I had to like go knock at people's doors to like get in a predominantly white neighborhood, and I had to knock on people's doors to get a jump. And when I heard the story, I was like, "Yo, that literally could have been me."
Right.
I wouldn't even. I would just call 911.
Yeah, some. It's
I ain't
like
had AAA at the time, man.
I mean, like when you've been black, like you kind of like, man, like there's some things like I hate to even like put it like that. Like if I'm in a situation like Javon just explained, like, brother, I'm taking that truth. To I see some dudes roll some dice or something. I'm like, hey, yo, can y'all come over here to 15th Street and give me a jump? Like,
nah,
I got some.
That was the best place I could get it. God was with me that night. That's
definitely.
100%. That's people. I want to touch on what was the other thing? Well, AI art. I know we'll be in that long, bro.
You want to do the list?
The co-founder of Cash App got murdered.
They found the dude that killed him, though.
Yeah, they did find him.
Which is suspicious because it's like he was there visiting somebody, but they was out together. He was giving them a ride at like 2 a.m, and supposedly the dude Bobby Lee, whatever, I think his name Bobby Lee. Excuse me if I'm wrong. Got out the car, and then dude got out the car after him and shanked him up. And now people trying to make it sound like it's a lover's quarrel because it's like, how you just that mad that you got to shank somebody up? And it's like,
how many times did he stab him?
I can't remember, man.
No, because I'm not trying to be funny. Like,
no, that's a legitimate question.
That's how you can tell. If it was more than 3,
yeah, that's a crime of passion.
But that's how you can tell, like, if it's a passion. Because I don't know if you got. Hopefully nobody's ever stabbed anybody. I haven't stabbed anybody, but I have been present.
I'm wondering now
for a few stabbings.
A few?
Jesus Christ!
This man didn't say one. He said a few.
I'm just being honest.
I'm gonna need you to check the company that you hang out with.
Right. Go ahead, brother. Make sure that time expired for you tell this story.
Y'all leave Big Brother alone, bro. And everybody.
I know statute limitations. Just make sure
nobody's in jail. I didn't say nothing incriminating.
Okay.
All I'm saying is
we just worried about yours. Well,
we will mute you up quick.
To stab people. Man. Like you got to be a little bit off. Stabbing is like
that's up close and personal.
Keep going.
That was something else I would say about guns. I don't dislike guns. I own guns, but my point is, there's a difference in between shooting somebody and the distance that's involved versus stabbing somebody or having to kill them in some type of way or injure them in some other type of way. There's a definite difference. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'd rather be shot than stabbed.
Yeah, 100%. The shock of being either would be bad, but the shock of being stabbed, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different hill of beans altogether.
Like my thing, like attempting murder or attempting to take somebody's life in any form or fashion, whether it's stoning them to death or stabbing them or shooting them, is a passion. You know how much somebody gotta hate you to stab you
to death.
To death.
And to do it like more than one time, like
yeah, bro.
Right.
I gotta be close enough to feel your breath.
Yeah, I gotta feel your breath. I gotta be close enough to feel your breath. I gotta have blood. Your blood's gonna be on my hands.
You either gonna be face to face with me or right up on the back of me,
man.
I got to really not like you, cuz like you, or it's just a desperation situation. Because I carry my knife. I carry my knife at all times, just in case something pops off. So and if I don't have Whitney, you never know. I might be able to get these stabs off.
Talk about stabs being personal.
What are you talking about Whitney, man?
Hey, man, my cousin was stabbed to death when she was 18.
Oh, damn, you made it.
I was 13.
This is a problem. Man, you got multiple stabbing stories.
Where did y'all grow up, man? Y'all, like,
I mean, I grew up in the.
I didn't grow up around stabbing.
I grew up.
Like I was walking out like, yo, where they gonna be stabbing people at? Yo, like you go to clubs, you know what I'm saying? You be like at certain places.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest.
Yo, today the
but
day,
also,
stab that nigga Tyson.
Hold on, time out, Greg. See, at some point, you gotta evaluate the company that you keep.
Y'all you
running into that.
I'm talking about being in high school, going to a dance or something like that. And this,
what is wrong with
you go to Crenshaw?
I'm old enough to like remember when people were still doing this.
Dude, so am I.
That's all I
in the
saw.
90s. What you talking about, dude?
I seen some savage fights. I don't know if I seen anybody get stabbed in one.
I've seen
the way Greg telling his life story, he got out the car right before they shot Richie.
Hartford, dude. Read about Hartford.
Greg might be
I know about Hartford. That's why I'm trying.
And I still ain't never seen nobody get stabbed. Definitely not more than once.
I've seen somebody get a tomahawk thrown at them out of like anger, bro. I ain't never seen nobody get shanked up.
At the very most, I seen somebody attack with a razor. That's it. That's all I got.
Get stabbed
I saw somebody get Nino Brown out their own house, bro.
Just like, talking like he grew up in the suburbs of Philly. Shut up.
Mom was skinny beer in Vermont.
Y'all must have been going to like church hops. What are y'all?
I wasn't not, sir.
No,
I was not.
That's
Danny did that real quick.
Yeah, Danny just came back from Easter celebration. None of us.
I will say though that my father spent the first 8 years of my life in prison for attempted murder, and I will say that I came home one day. I'll say I came home one day and there was red Kool-Aid all over my living room and kitchen.
Hey, Danny, do we need to mute you up too? Is this?
My eyes is watering on Uncle Danny right now, bro.
I've told this story many times.
Lawyers looking at the show like this.
You gotta chill out right now, bro.
My dad would tell the story. It's that dude has done enough.
But don't be putting Uncle Daddy out there like that, bro.
Is he still in jail?
No.
He said the first 8 years.
Why are you telling that story?
This man said he came home and saw Kool-Aid on the floor.
He a pastor now.
Ain't nothing wrong with Kool-Aid packages.
Oh, he a pastor now, you said?
Yeah, he's a pastor.
Oh, that's the trifecta. Went to jail and came out and found Jesus.
So he made sure that Danny stayed away from the mean streets.
There you
go. Danny stay snitching. Mute him up.
I tried to get him to stop, Jess. I tried to get him.
Morgan over there like abort.
I literally was trying to dump it. We need a dump button on the show. We need a dump button. So don't.
Like, hey, I saw your blinds moving.
Why would you tell them that?
My son knows the real Kool-Aid story.
Danny traumatizing his kids.
He can't look at his granddaddy no more.
God almighty, bro. DJ, like, he did what, Dad?
He's sitting in the front. Almighty, bro. Sitting in the pews in here, and then the Lord said, "Don't stab nobody."
Granddaddy did what?
you know, kids that got no filter. He gonna stand up right in church.
Man, DJ, you might have had DJ not drinking Kool-Aid for the rest of his life now.
They asked him. They straight up asked him.
Kool-Aid is delicious.
The sugarcoat nothing for my kids. They know their granddad was a whole gangster and a half.
A whole thug.
Oh my God.
Don't tell me he got the swole picture, you know what I'm saying, with his chest out in prison. You know what I mean? Like, be doing back now.
He got the crouching with the peace sign.
I'm pretty sure I actually have seen that picture, actually. Yeah. I have seen that picture, actually. Yes. He definitely does have that picture.
Boy, them 80s prison pictures can tell a story, boy.
Hey, time out, real quick. So before we get to the list, there was this thing on Twitter. They were talking about if you think you could beat up your dad at 25 when you were at 25.
Oh, my pops. Let me tell you something. Me at 25 versus my dad at 25. I'm gonna say something right now. I was raised by my grandfather. My granddaddy grew up in the black and white South. I'm talking about Rayford.
Yeah,
Rayford, 1947 born. That man can rip a lug nut off with his bare hands. Ain't no way in the hell I was gonna fight that man.
Greg, you quiet, man.
And even my actual fight, I'm 5'9".
I had hands, man. I believe in my 25-year-old hands.
Nah, bro.
I believe
your daddy at 25 though?
My dad was like, well, both of us were super athletic, but I got like some inches on him. if I can use my jab. He did teach me how to fight though, so he probably put like a lock code in there that he could use.
100%.
He know exactly what you about to do.
Just to give y'all a picture. My granddad.
I'm not fighting my daddy. I'm not fighting my daddy because my daddy is not violent, and he's not gonna waste time doing anything with me.
Yeah, she on fire.
He's not gonna waste time throwing hands with me. First, I went down to go visit my dad 2 years ago. Went to his favorite pub. I'm just getting in the truck. As soon as I sat in the truck, he said, "Hey, there's a gun right there in the glove compartment. There's another one right there. Blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Are we getting ready to do a drive? Yeah. What's going on there?" He was like, "No, I'm just telling you so in case something happens, you know where it is." I'm like,
my dad was like 6'2". My dad was like 6'2", 6'3". I'm 5'10". I already know how that's going down.
Listen,
that's right.
I don't mean nothing.
My daddy, my daddy,
he got length. He was bigger than me.
You better step inside that tent, cuz.
Nah, bro. My father was built like 1999 Reggie White. Like,
we grew up in the 80s. We grew up in the 80s, man. These dudes grew up in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 50s.
I saw that.
That's a whole different world, man.
My dad's just gonna shoot me. He ain't gonna be no fight.
At 25, I had just gotten back from Iraq. I was probably in the best shape of my life.
I hope you ain't trying to do it, Danny, bro.
Been through the worst stuff.
We already heard about your dad.
Been through
I hope you didn't
try your father.
But no, yeah. When my dad at 25, my dad had just got out of prison, and that dude was the most terrifying person I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, you know what? I'm about to put Uncle Danny picture up, bro, so they can actually understand.
Danny Thomas Quick, who had just got out of prison, is the most terrifying person I have ever met. And I would never fight that dude ever.
Yeah, we would say I went to war, and I ain't messing with that.
Like if you had to shoot a fair one with him, like you just gonna be toast. Like
toast. Nah,
toast. He gonna fold you.
My dad reminded me.
They trained you how to kill. How you?
Don't matter. It's like facing a prime. Imagine facing a prime Mike Tyson. Imagine like a regular person facing a prime Mike Tyson. That's the mentality that my dad had. I'm telling you.
I found the picture right
now. No, Javon. He came. Javon, see, you got me. I'm gonna get you, sucker. He said I was trained for combat. They shooting. That's Danny.
I was a medic. I was a medic. I was trained to heal people, not kill people.
You was Hacksaw Ridge. You was Hacksaw Ridge, Danny.
Hey.
Daddy's like, I don't fight.
Your dad ain't gonna be mad if I share his picture, right?
Nah, go ahead. You can
this
put
man is a pastor. We talking about him.
I don't know if I would do it.
I'm just
saying.
I'm not.
No, Uncle Danny a G, bro. Yeah. There go young Danny right there.
Nah,
look, Danny young Danny in the picture.
Yeah, Danny, you might get it.
Y'all see young Danny? That's my guy, bro. I love Uncle Danny to death, cuz.
Let me tell you.
Wait, hold on. You see that look on Danny's face right there?
Yeah, Danny.
Is that you, Danny?
No.
Yeah, that's me.
That's Danny, and that's that Marcus? That's Marcus.
That's Marcus, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is Danny?
The big one.
The one that looks
the big one, right?
Marcus is in his mom's arms.
So what we not really noticing in this picture is the fact that Danny already got hemmed up before this picture already happened. Right? That's the look on his face right there. So Danny's already traumatized at this point, and it has rippled through to his age right now.
Danny looks exactly like his mom too, honestly. But Uncle Danny is
he breathes too hard. He getting hemmed up.
Uncle Danny, like imagine. Now y'all see Uncle Danny's face right here. Imagine him upset.
I mean, sure, he got the Holyfield haircut. Like he got the Holyfield haircut. Man. I ain't messing with that man.
I'm just trying to tell you. I just wanted y'all to have a visual so you know.
My dad, but I'm gonna tell y'all though, my dad, because he had to retire from work because his hips went bad, but he said he wanted to start a podcast and talk about all the stuff that he's been through in his life, and I'm gonna help him set it up. I'm gonna help him.
I'm tuning in.
Don't do it.
I promise. I'm coming through there. I will work for free.
Listen, hold on. You might want to pre-record that before you just hit a live.
I was going to say, please
make sure you don't want your daddy just say, yeah, before I was a pastor, I was in prison.
I will work.
You just want to make sure that there are no unsolved mysteries that involve your dad. All right, we don't need no cold cases coming up. All right?
I will work. I will work for free on that.
Cigarettes everywhere, didn't you?
I work for free on that. That see, this is the evolved Uncle Danny. See, it's
look at him.
Oh yeah, sure. He got the I'm gonna bust a nigga head up hat on.
Correct. You don't just drop that. You don't just drop that.
That's I'm gonna bust your head smooth open hat, boy.
Yeah, exactly. That's a to the white meat hat. You know what I'm saying? Like my granddaddy had those. But I'm just saying, Uncle Danny's a whole G, bro.
That's the type of hat where he give you one too many warnings. I'm gonna tell you again. Now you might want to back up off of me. I'm telling you.
He is company rocker in that fuchsia. So if any man can wear fuchsia like that, that's a dangerous man.
I wish you could move these boxes. What's the shoe game looking like with the jeans with the fuchsia shirt on, with the gold watch showing?
No, he definitely got
to be wearing boots.
Oh, he got on the dad flip flop. He got on the He probably got on.
He got on the grill. He got on the grill. He got on the grilling threes. The grilling threes.
Yeah, he got on the griller. The grilling threes.
He said he got them Jesus twos.
The grilling threes on. Man.
No, I'm saying, bro. I just want y'all to have a visual representation of how.
Y'all see that video?
I love Danny's dad, bro.
We need to go on and do these lists before we get Danny in any more trouble.
Right.
Ain't no trouble, bro. Uncle Danny.
I want Danny. The next family meeting, Danny go end up in the closet. Like
it's gonna be Sunday service. See, when you tell your business, the Lord is watching.
My dad ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, hey, you were close to his voice just now. you were close to his voice now. I'm telling you, that was mad close. With that being said, yeah, let's get to the list before Danny does.
Yeah, come on, Danny about to check out. You know he got to get that dinner in and get to bed. Come on now.
Hey,
before he does get
it, bro. I'm tired too.
Come on, let Danny go first.
So we're doing the top 5 movie speeches.
Cleveland.
Here we go.
Nick's getting worked.
I don't remember. Did I go first last week or not? I don't remember. But
I mean, I could go first as a guest. You know what I mean?
All right,
yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right, let me get my typing fingers ready.
Hold on, yeah, get your Google fingers ready.
Yeah, buddy.
While you're typing too, Morgan, you be just.
The Knicks losing by 20 right now.
Word.
Don't nobody care.
The street.
They already did what they needed to do, though.
Nah, they can't be lackadaisical like that, though.
Nanny, what you pimping? What you? Dun, 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 dun. Wait, you got the joint all dramatic in the back.
Papa Danny about to call and be like, "Hey, you know,
like,
hey, how do you
in the window right now?
Voice though, bro.
You know it's
Danny,
bedtime.
Danny, what you doing on that computer?
No, you going farther away. Uncle Danny.
All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right, man. Y'all know me. I'm gonna count it down from 5 to 1 because I'm gonna have the best list smoking on here. Believe that.
And why did he put on the radio voice just now? What the?
Because I'm practicing, man. I'm practicing.
All right,
microphone. You trying to play?
I'm trying to flex my new mic. You see how? Hey, Javon. We can cut all these niggas off right now.
Big ass headphones.
Hey, bro, don't do me like this, man. I'm telling you, I'm asking.
I'm just saying, dude.
All right,
you can definitely hear us.
Listen, okay. All right. I see you in the after show. Number 5. We Are Marshall. The funeral, not the funeral scene, the motivation speech before the big game versus Xavier. We Are Marshall at number 5.
All right.
Number 4, Rocky Balboa. Take the hits. Number 4, very good speech that's been coming around the circles of the last few years. I mean, if everybody don't know, I know this is technically not a speech. I know this is technically a monologue. I know I'm pulling a Danny. Sorry, Danny. I had to do it before you do.
Monologues are a speech.
Okay. Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men when that man was on trial. Few Good Men at number 3. Number 2 and 1. I fought with this. Obviously, Javon texted me like 4 hours ago, so I had to fight with this. But number 2, Inches. Any Given Sunday. The Any Given Sunday speech, Inches. And obviously, I'm not gonna say this is unanimous, but the Independence Day speech gotta be number 1, man. It's I'm not saying it's not a lot.
You got my whole list, bro. I might as well do mine next.
But
I'm surprised you ain't got one. Danny, you ain't got one cartoon on your list?
Man.
No. I looked for one, but I couldn't find one. The only thing different, the orders are different, but Coach Carter at number 5, the deepest fear. That was a good one at the end. Our deepest fears are that we are powerful beyond belief.
Go to number 4.
Number 4 is Any Given Sunday. It's a game of inches. Number 3 is The Few Good Men. You Can't Handle the Truth. I got Independence Day at 4. And then number 1 is the Rocky Balboa for me.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, no, I ain't gonna argue with you. Javon might, but I ain't.
I ain't say nothing, man.
I'm just, but Javon, you first to show the smoke. So I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, I'm sure you waiting to hear, you know, what them big ass said. All right,
Here you go, boy.
All right, Javon, going next.
Them soup cans on your damn head. All right,
with your old Bluetooth headphones you got on.
Hey, listen, man, that's all right. I probably paid less than what you paid for them big ass.
Nah, this is a Christmas gift, brother. Thank you very much. Ain't about to do it like that.
Oh man, bro, y'all so stupid, man. Brother.
Oh man. All right. Number 5.
My list is drastically different from y'all's.
I did one of my favorites as opposed to best for number 5. The Pursuit of Happiness, the dream speech, the one that he's talking to his son. Don't let nobody kill your dream.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm actually shocked y'all don't have this. The Braveheart one. They'll never take out
that almost
Mel Gibson. I erased him from.
Excellent people, man.
We still remember the voicemail.
I can't wait to talk about these.
What you doing?
I can't wait to talk about why we have what we have, bro.
All right, number 3, I got the Independence Day, the President's Speech.
Oh,
number 2, I got Any Given Sunday, the Al Pacino speech, and then number 1. I mean, Rocky Balboa, man. Yeah. That speech was legit.
That speech was so good it saved the whole movie.
Facts.
Really did.
You ain't never got.
That wasn't a good movie. Facts. That wasn't a good movie.
Nah, not at all. Thank God for Creed. Let's just say that. Thank God for Creed.
I'm not gonna go there. I want Morgan to get mad tonight.
Greg, you want to go next or you want to go last?
I don't know.
Number 5, brother, man.
It's up to you, bro.
Discipline.
I'll go next if you want.
Go ahead. Go next.
All right. So number 5. Me, Gladiator. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance.
That's a line.
I was about to say that's a damn line. That's not a speech.
Ain't no speech. Why y'all let Morgan go? Get off the bus, man.
Quick and to the point.
That's number 5.
Ain't no damn speech.
Exactly. Which is qualified as a speech.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does. Look it up. I looked it up. Trust me. Number 4, Training Day. I don't know how y'all don't have King Kong on your list. I don't get it. That's one of the best speeches. Did everything have to be inspirational?
No, that's a speech.
That is a speech.
That's a speech.
He shut an entire neighborhood down at once.
I agree with you.
You be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I'm finished with you.
Okay,
he did it way better than what Morgan just did. But
yeah, you're right. My voice escalated. It won't right.
Yeah, right. Morgan sounded had puberty in the middle of that.
I did. It literally just started just now. That was terrible. Number 3 for me, The Great Debaters. Time for Justice is Always Now. Every time I watch that, I literally watch that joint. Every time I do, I get tears in my eyes every time.
I just want to say that my mom, my sister, and my brother-in-law and my 2 nieces were in that movie.
The Great Debaters?
Why weren't you in it?
Because I didn't live there. No, the funny thing is they took my brother to go to like an audition, and they were like, they saw my nieces, and they was like, we need somebody to play Denzel's daughters. So my nieces, and then my mom got picked up as an extra. My sister got picked up as an extra. My brother-in-law got picked up as a cop.
And they just went past Greg.
My brother, they was like, man,
I was like duck goose out there.
They said
they just shot that movie off the strength. They were just like, hey, everybody show up. We gonna do
not this nigga, man. We go to the
back. You said you witnessed a few stabbings? Yeah, get him off the lot, please.
Oh no, I wasn't there. They filmed it in Louisiana.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Morgan.
Number 2, Any Given Sunday. That entrance speech is Al Pacino is a national treasure. That dude killed that speech. It was awesome. And if you're not ready to go tear heads off after that, I don't know what to tell you. And number one for me, A Few Good Men, bro. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. That conversation that he had in that movie, in that speech, is one that needs to be had. People are afraid of, just like he said. When he said we say things like duty, loyalty, and I forgot what the other thing was. He said we say it as a means of defense. You say it as a punchline. I said, ooh, drop the mic. that speech is fantastic, and everybody knows that line. You can't handle the truth. Everybody knows that line. So that's my number one. Greg.
Oh, I thought I heard somebody screaming or something. All right. So I picked, because I already knew I didn't want to have like the same stuff everybody else had. So I picked like stuff that like I really, really rocked with. So number five, I got the Morgan Freeman Parole hearing from Shawshank.
Man, that's a good one.
I went back and forth on that one.
Yeah, that one hit me.
Actually, I thought the other one was better though.
Which one?
The Get Busy Living, Get Busy Dying.
Oh yeah. I just like what he was, how he broke down, because they asked him, what would he say to his younger self? Like, would you rehabilitate? And he's like, I don't even know what that word means.
Boy, that was good.
Here for forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's 5. I just want to preface this. I could make a top 5 of Pacino speeches. I could make top 5 of Denzel speeches. But number 4, I got the Scarface Say Goodbye to the Bad Guy speech, because he really, really put them people in their place. It was really good. 3, I got Tupac and Juice, like when him and Q were in the at the locker, and he's like breaking it down, where he's like, you called me crazy the other day, and I was tripping, but I really don't. I think I am crazy. But I think it was very powerful, especially for where I was living and being around stabbings and whatnot. Number 2, I got
that's your life, man.
For my top 2, I thought about like the most quoted, speeches ever, and so I got the Few Good Men, Jack Nicholson speech. That was brilliant. And then number 1, and it's only because of how it impacted me, because I had never seen Denzel be evil before, and so that whole movie, I'm like, he's just playing with this dude, trying to show him how tough it is. He's not really a bad guy.
You thought he was going to turn in the end?
And then when he did the King Kong speech, and he was talking to them black people like they was garbage, and I was like,
I'm telling you.
I mean, besides the fact of how well he delivered it, but
the delivery was fantastic.
Very like when he started, I'll put cases on. I was like, that's raw. So that's like my number 1.
Bro, at A&T, I used to literally walk the campus reciting that. I'm talking about from the time that he was telling Jake, hey, Jake, I need that money, Jake. I'm talking about from that time all the way through the whole thing. I could do it off memory, like all the way through, bro. Yeah, that speech is, again, we didn't say inspirational speeches. If we said speeches, that not being on your top 5 is crazy to me. Like, that's one of the most memorable.
I mean, I don't think it's better than the Balboa speech. To me, the Balboa speech is
okay. Memorable, yes. Iconic.
What's more iconic than King Kong ain't got ish on me besides you can't handle the truth?
I can name a couple more that like somebody had put in the comments, like he had some strong ones in Malcolm X too.
Yeah, but
those are hard. Those weren't his though. Like those were those were Malcolm X's speeches.
Okay,
fair. Not to mention it was only parts of them. Like, because I went back to watch Malcolm X this weekend. The Plymouth Rock one, people would bring that up, I'm sure, but he didn't really get into the weeds as much as it.
But I mean, you could do like soliloquies. Denzel has had some like like you could do it.
I can go Training Day alone. I can go. As much as I love Training Day, I was a Training Day fanatic. But like, I can go fences when he was talking to his son, like the infamous joint. Like I can go that.
Yes,
like,
sir.
To me, I feel like that stands. I'm not gonna say stands more or even better. I can just say like, man, we got.
But it was great though.
It was great.
Oh, Viola too. Now, Viola, when she was saying, "I've been giving everything.
I gave you everything. I gave you my entire life."
Yeah, that's
only the
second time in my life that I wanted to square up with Denzel. They did that scene out so well.
Hey,
all
man.
Bro, when Denzel came home and he was fussing, he said, "I do everything I'm supposed to do. I get up there and I try to blast a hole into forever." Boy, when I tell you I squealed, bro, I was crying laughing. I said, I ain't never heard nobody say that. This dude said, "I'm trying to blast a hole into forever." I said, God Almighty, bro, what in the world?
I would say though that I think the Pacino speech is more iconic than that one though.
Which one?
The Any Given Sunday.
Is more iconic than what?
It was they use that joint for every football thing, every sports thing, literally
it was
every
fantastic.
time.
Al Pacino oh my God!
My favorite Pacino speech is in A Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, hey, I'm sorry, my Devil's Advocate on that bad, bro.
That Devil's Advocate speech, dog. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I had that one. I had that one up at first.
I had to put the entrance one over it only
like
because
you could really put in. Like I said, because Pacino had multiple speeches in Scarface.
Yeah.
You got The Devil's Advocate,
right?
Godfather. I mean, you could just go forever with him.
Devil's Advocate is gonna be mine. If it wasn't if it wasn't inches, it would definitely be Devil's Advocate, especially when he and Kevin were in the sanctum. And his daughter was walking around or whatever. And he was just spitting in there, bro.
Gone, dude.
Oh, that
boy had me thinking about my religion. I was like, what?
I'm telling you, that speech.
Why Danny looking mad? Why you looking mad, Danny?
Danny ain't never seen Devil's Advocate. That's why. Too many demons in there.
Seriously, you haven't seen Devil's Advocate for real?
Wait, seriously? Have you seen Devil's Advocate?
Yeah, I have. I was watching the Training Day speech.
Oh, that Training Day. If you
ain't never seen Training Day?
No, I've seen it. I just
I
didn't consider it a speech. I mean,
but Morgan, that gladiator joint, that's not a speech though. There's an actual speech in the movie that's good.
Yeah, I mean, you could put you could put the speech in the beginning when he's talking.
That's better than that one though. That's not a speech. It's a sentence.
That you just said a line from a play. Yeah, that's like a couple sentences.
You know what else I almost put on the Leo DiCaprio, that Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was battling so bad. Oh man. I wanted to put that one on so bad, yeah. Oh man.
The only other one I think I had I did have Denzel, the Plymouth Rock one, but I didn't. I think that's the only other one I had up there that I was considering, because the rest
300 speech is good. That's a good
I don't rock with Independence Day. Yeah, I don't rock with Independence Day like that. I watched it so many times and I was like, this does nothing for me. But it's probably because it's probably because I just don't believe it.
That man lost
everything. I don't believe it. I don't believe any part of it.
No. Let's drown him out. This man on some other stuff. Drown him out.
I'll tell you, an underrated one for me was Lord of the Ring, The Return of the King with Samwise. The battle at the end and Sam's talking to Frodo. Boy, he got me so amped. I was like, I'm gonna pick him up.
You know I'm not.
If this was TV shows, y'all already know who's gonna be my number one.
Who?
Rick goddamn Grimes. And anything he said in The Walking Dead.
I put Negan over Rick.
You Negan over Rick?
Yeah, buddy. Negan is the freaking man, cuz Negan is the man on that show, cuz period. That guy. Negan's
we were doing TV shows. I had to do Viola Davis. Any one of the, you can pick an episode. Viola Davis. Viola Davis.
I thought he said a dish like
Viola Davis.
Like a food that you get the warm up meal.
Jesus,
Danny don't.
You want some Viola with your chicken?
I know you heard me with them big ass soup cans. I know you're not talking trash. Be quiet.
With them Radio Shack headphones you got on.
Hey, but I can hear you with your Christmas gift. I know you wanted to return that Christmas gift bad as hell.
Brother.
No, I didn't. Them big ass headphones. Like, what the hell did they buy this for?
Those are studio headphones, man.
I got a big ass head.
This is a podcast.
That was good.
You about to spit bars.
That was good. That was
Second
good.
of all,
you said you about to drop an album.
Second of all, these my gaming headset. Thank you very much.
Nigga, this ain't a game.
It is to me, brother, because I'm playing chess and y'all playing checkers.
Okay. Hey, let them know, Kevin. I'm telling you. Denzel had multiple speeches in training.
Samuel, okay. You know what? That's more Samuel Jackson. Sorry, man. I ain't gonna say we missed the ball on that, but there was some more from Pulp Fiction.
Sam had a couple. He had the one in Deep Blue Sea.
You could do the one in Avengers.
And we got to get off this ship.
You could do the one in Avengers where he was trying where he gave them the speech to try to bring them together because Coulson died.
What about the I hope they burn in hell?
Oh, I remember now.
Yes, A Time to Kill.
But that wasn't a
speech. Yeah, that was good.
That's not a speech, though.
But that was a testimony.
That was him going back and forth. Remember,
if we gonna give him Time to Kill, then we got to give
you got to give
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. I can't believe I forgot that one.
Why they killing Danny? He had the cowboy hat on for 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
And nobody acknowledged.
Nobody noticed. That's just, man. That's
he was about to start promoting the Black Rose, and he was like, "Yeah, they don't see me. They don't see me."
That's all right.
Hey, wait till we drop this song next week, though.
Wait till I bring the Spurs out, though.
If y'all want to know who else
bring the Spurs out.
Wait till we drop this song next week for the Kickstarter.
They could have did. You could have did Brad Pitt's joint in Troy.
Yeah.
Nah.
You want to know who else had a dope speech though? That
that wasn't a good speech for you.
No, I agree with you.
No, Morgan.
Oh, it's Morgan. It's Morgan. Drown him out. Y'all want to know who else had a good speech though? Afro Avenger and Afro Avenger issue 11 that's dropping Saturday, April 22nd. He has a dope speech on page 13. I'm telling you, man, I'm just keeping it a buck with everybody. Just Afro Avenger, April 22nd, top speech.
Oh man,
Sling Blades.
If we're gonna do that, then when Lumberjack Sport drop, Jazz's
we know Lumberjack's got a speech.
Lumberjack's father about to drown all that out. I promise you that. I'm just saying.
Lumberjacks be like on page 1. And I'm black, y'all.
I can't remember Sling Blade. Why can't I remember Sling Blade?
Because all you
he does have Spurs on. We're dropping a song next week. I ain't
Billy Bob Thornton.
You see, Danny left when you started talking about y'all's song, right?
Y'all got a song.
I mean, we didn't do it yet.
Double wood.
I'm sorry. You got a song?
Oh, it's coming.
Y'all not singing, are you?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Got them horses in the back.
Sorry, I'm celebrating over here.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
You celebrating? Oh, Lakers must be playing right now.
No. My editor for this DC story just
go ahead.
Good things.
Are you going to be at Heroes Con?
No, I think I'm gonna be at Awesome Con.
That's what I thought. Because you're like, what's the name is that Awesome Con, right?
What's that?
Well, forget his name. The artist, your artist,
Marcus.
Marcus is going to be there, right?
So far the thing is we can go to either one of them. So we're trying to figure out. I'm going to Awesome Con because I make more money at Awesome Con. It's just what the facts is. So, but
talk your talk, Greg.
We're gonna be in. He's gonna be either way at Awesome Con or Heroes. Either one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to decide which one to do between Heroes and Awesome Con, but Heroes comped my table, so I was like,
yeah. It's all fun until nobody show up at that.
Bro, so upset. Don't do that.
Last year was kind of tough, man.
Really?
And okay, let me put this in perspective for you now. When Greg says tough, he means like Greg came over to the table and was like, bruh, I was expecting to be like 10,000 by now.
No, I wouldn't have said that.
He like
4.
See, he lying because he started.
Me and Daddy was sitting there like, nigga, if you don't get away from this table,
trust me, I
legitimately, like Greg was like, I don't know, bro, I'm just not feeling it. The energy don't feel right. I expected to be like 10,000. And me and Daddy looked at each other and was like, did this nigga just say 10,000?
I didn't say 10. I couldn't.
Bro, you definitely said 10, cuz.
No.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of people there?
No, it was.
No, it wasn't. Not like it used to be.
Okay, well, Greg would know better.
What's like it used to be, Greg?
it used to be a great freaking convention.
Greg would know better than I do by far.
It was
so.
more people, and it was
taking speech.
Oh, I don't know what's happening, but
taking speech could be cool.
It was just.
I don't like the overlap.
I think that they had like a trade show the week before.
Oh,
kind of watered down. So because Heroes has always been pretty good, not 10,000 good. I probably said like 4,000 or 5,000, which is better.
He said 10, y'all.
I mean, there's a lot of overlap this year. I feel like all the cons didn't quite schedule them in a more fluid way. Like you said, you got Awesome Con and Heroes Con overlapping at the same time. There's
the thing is, this ain't even the first time that they've overlapped. Like they overlapped in like 17 or 18, 17, I think, 2017. So it's not the first time. Their shows have always been kind of close. So that one's not really like, but there is a lot. But there's also just too many shows right now. Like there's 2 or 3 shows every week somewhere in the United States.
Are you doing Brooklyn?
Nah. It was fun. I wouldn't like last year. We were guests, so I didn't deem it a show that I would like pay my own money for. If I lived closer, I would definitely do it just because it was good vibes and it was fun. But
you mean from like a sales perspective?
Sales were decent, but it was a fun show, like hanging out with some of our peoples. So it was just, I don't think the sales warranted me making a trip up, and having to pay for anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm doing it, but I'm only driving.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like, if I was closer, if I lived probably DC on up, I would probably go out there, no problem, because it was fun. Like this show last weekend, that's definitely worth paying and traveling for.
The Schaumburg?
Yeah.
Man, I was trying so hard to get in that doggone thing. But
you got to just walk up to the door with your stuff and be like, where my table at? And then if you don't get arrested, somebody might take you and help you, work something out.
That sounds dangerous.
I don't live in New York enough to be trying to avoid to do that, especially for the 2-day event.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot for me.
No, I'm gonna try next year. I don't know who I gotta talk to or what, but
the problem about that one is that it's an invite only type of thing.
That's what I heard.
If you pop, like, somebody would have to kind of back out before anybody's gonna be let in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
sounds
weird.
like racism.
I'm waiting to hear back. I'm waiting to hear back from BlurredCon, man. I ain't heard nothing, dude.
Me neither.
I thought they said who got in last weekend.
If they did, wouldn't me then.
I know a couple people that said they got in.
Well, I saw that they announced some guests.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the people that applied.
I ain't get one. So I mean, if I ain't hear it, I ain't hear it. So
we got to come up with next week's topic because we did 2. We got to do the next 2.
I gave y'all like 50.
What?
I gave y'all like 50 ideas.
Man,
last time I didn't give you like 10.
Top 5 movie superhero costumes. There you go.
We already do that?
No, y'all didn't.
No, he said superhero costumes. Ain't no way we
have. Y'all done football topics?
Yeah, early on, but what football topic you got in mind? Sport, for whatever reason, bro. Sports be like, bro. I'm telling you, we be talking about sports, and they be like,
don't watch.
They be like, so I think so. One of the first comments, "Oh, this is a sports podcast tonight." I'm out, and I'm like,
goodbye.
All right.
No, legit.
No,
I'm not
dead
joking.
Serious.
Well,
when I look at the numbers, we start talking about sports, and they be like,
it'll drop real quick. It'd be like 12 people watching, and then we start talking sports, and it'd be like 4.
No BS, bro. We've had like 15 people watching, and then like we start talking about It depends though. Like when we're debating LeBron and Michael,
something like that.
They stick around.
People start watching because they just want to see you and Danny argue.
Mm-hmm. They can see that every day.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do sports topics, but
we did top 5. Did we do top 5 running backs?
I thought the drafts we did were fun. I thought they were fun.
We only did one though. We should set that up.
We did 2 drafts.
What was the other draft?
We did the basketball and then we did the football.
What happened when y'all did the basketball one?
We didn't know
you wanted it.
Man, you did not win.
You were supposed to say you smoked us, Greg.
But
why would I say
that?
But you didn't
say that. But you didn't though. Like
I mean, y'all put the vote up.
I clicked. Okay, I did lose the vote, but I did lose the vote. I will admit that.
Lose.
Shut up.
This man got Jordan immediately.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna win because Danny, for some reason, decided that he was gonna pick LeBron James first.
We all knew that was gonna happen.
Just to avoid.
We all knew that was gonna happen.
Just to avoid the argument.
We could do.
I mean, we could bite the bullet.
We could do another draft now.
No, I was just asking. See what y'all did. Have y'all done like best R&B groups? Like I don't know.
We did that.
Y'all did that?
No, I don't think we did best.
I know y'all did. I don't think I did groups.
Singers, like
y'all did singers.
Yeah, I had to look up.
I don't know if we did best R&B groups.
Oh shoot, I need to be on that one.
All time best R&B groups. No, we did it from 30 years.
Groups? I'm willing to do that.
I don't think we did groups though. I don't think we did.
A lot of research right there, though, bro.
I mean, no, it's not. Man. That's easy.
Not with me. It's this. I got my top 3 locked.
As long as TLC. All right.
In the top 5 all time.
Don't do this,
man. You talking about the Jacksons, the Temptations?
You talking about all time?
All time. Is there a gap? There's a year gap, like what we talking about? Like a timeline?
Because we haven't done 30 years in a minute.
For real? That's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna do this to TLC like they're not.
Nobody said that, but
nobody said that. We're trying to figure out the
top 5, dog.
If we're doing all-time top 5, and I have nothing against TLC, I love TLC.
Fact.
But we talking about all 5 across male and female.
I said it's a lot of research to be done, but in my head, TLC is hard to dismiss from top 5 though. That would be hard.
They'll be my number 6.
Jackson 5 have to be in there, right? So Jackson 5 has to be. Who else?
No, they don't have to be.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They don't have to be.
Great.
It don't have to be, dude.
We're doing this next week because this is crazy talk.
Okay,
I could probably do 5 without Jackson 5, yo. I'm pretty sure I could do 5 without Jackson 5.
I could do 5 without Jackson 5 neither.
Mega hits, man. Like
who? Jackson 5?
Yeah.
But there are other people that got mega
but
hits.
We also got to think like impact.
Like,
that's what I'm
saying. Ain't no way.
Fine. That's
like
fine.
that. They're the first boy
band. The Temptations should be on everybody's list, right?
This is next week, bro.
If the Temptations aren't in the list, then the list isn't valid.
I can make a very good case that I would put New Edition over Jackson 5.
I could say that
I can make the same case.
I agree with that, but that doesn't mean that there's 5 other.
I can put.
I can put
the Temptations over. I could put Boyz II Men over them.
Over who?
The Jackson 5.
No, you can't.
Boyz II Men do.
Okay.
Over them.
Boyz II Men. Because if we talk about, hold on, time out. You just said we talking about cultural impact and everything like that.
Yeah.
You got to remember. Boyz II Men was like a nuclear bomb to the music.
Yeah. They had a strong run in the 90s.
They had a huge run.
I agree.
2.5 solid albums.
I agree, but you can't.
They had. Excuse me. Nathan Michael Sean Wanye is a great album, sir.
No, it's not.
Nathan Michael. I'm done with this.
And I love you, bro.
Nah, bro.
You the man.
Bro. Nathan Michael Sean Wanye is a great album, dude. That's a great album.
They never had like a full album. Like there was.
We talk about Jackson 5, bro. Like
hold up.
Crazy,
2 was a good album, start to finish.
What wasn't? What was?
Yes, Boyz II Men.
They had about 4 bangers, and then a lot.
What are you talking about?
2.
Dude, you are crazy. You are insane. See, we gotta do this.
I am insane, but
you are. You definitely are.
Please, like the same two guests back.
And everybody, goddamn.
Hey, it's in there. It's locked in. I'm telling you, this got to be the topic now because once. So TLC, I could go with y'all on, but Jackson 5, we're challenging Jackson 5 in the top 5. Like that's.
I didn't say that. No, whoa. That's not what I said.
Okay, go ahead.
I said there's some arts I could put above them. I didn't say that they wouldn't be in the top 5.
Listen, Jackson 5 is one of the most impactful groups of all time in music.
Are we?
But
I was gonna say something.
Are we only talk about black groups? Or...
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I need to know.
No, I need to know if we talking strictly about R&B groups.
I need to know.
I can slide somebody in number 5
because there's some groups.
Because I would have to. I have no choice, but the Beatles would have to get credence, right?
No,
don't do that.
Nowhere.
The Beatles would have to get credence.
That's
I don't
not
think
R&B. That's not R&B,
Morgan.
That ain't even close.
No, y'all
rock and roll.
I just asked, are we talking about?
We said R&B.
Oh, y'all said R&B. Okay.
Yeah.
Devon, I'm looking at this track list, man.
For what? Which one?
2.
Water Runs Dry, On Bended Knee.
On Bended Knee.
I'll Make Love to You. Damn it, I gotta look at it off the top of my head. 50 Candles. What?
It was a song.
Nigga, you crazy. You crazy.
It was a song.
You my brother. You my brother in Christ.
If I have
you my brother in Christ.
If I have
you crazy in your damn head.
50 Candles right now, she'll probably tell me no.
Hey, what'd you say? What did you say? I missed that. I was looking at the thing. What'd you say?
I said if I asked Alexa to play 50 Candles right now, she'd probably be like, nah.
Yo, Alexa is probably,
but no, I'm not playing
Caucasian. That's why.
I sit away.
Yesterday, you don't like Yesterday?
You know,
Vibin' was a good song. Yesterday was a good song.
Remake.
Vibin'
was a good song. What are you talking about? No. Y'all crazy, man. I didn't say it was a great song. I said it was a good song.
Kevin did.
There's only 13 songs.
He did the Mackay Pfeiffer with the cigarette,
bro. What'd you say?
Oh, no.
I didn't mean to make
you crazy. Y'all crazy. I mean, ain't no common taste.
Yo, Javon do this every show, either whether I'm watching or I'm on it. Like, I be with Javon like about 99. I was like, just get to 100, Javon. Just get to 100. And it's always like, nah.
Hey, that's a good album, dude. There ain't a lot of hold on.
They have some great songs. It's very tough.
Hold on now. There ain't a lot of R&B groups that have like total complete albums.
No,
ain't many.
New Edition had a couple
complete albums.
I could put Any Heartbreak over 2, and I say
Hold on, let me see what Any Heartbreak.
Any Heartbreak, easy.
I can put Any Heartbreak.
Hold on.
You got what? One song.
I heard y'all name 3
songs.
Hold on.
I heard y'all name 3 classics.
So you got If It Isn't Love, You're Not My Kind of Girl, Can You Stand the Rain,
Crucial,
Any Heartbreak, Crucial. That's a song. Super Lady.
That wasn't good.
That wasn't.
Competition.
Competition is a great song.
Yeah, Competition is dope.
A song.
It's not popular, but
it's Coming Home. That's
song.
not a. Come on now.
Coming Home is
a good song.
Come on now. If you gonna clown me about 50 Candles.
No. You can poll the people.
I'm just saying though. You gonna clown me about 50 Candles.
Nobody clowning you about 50
Candles. He just did. He literally just did.
Alexa, play Coming Home.
Did you say Boyz II Men?
What is it called again?
Yeah, you can't. Don't even know.
You got me discombobulated.
With your Caucasian Alexa.
Hey,
your Alexa needs some.
Alexa plays the hits. Let's see
I'm gonna say something controversial, and that's okay. And hopefully it bring me back on the show. No, hopefully it bring me back on the show. I can make an argument. Not strong. Give me some research. Give me till next Tuesday, but I can make an argument that Home Again by New Edition can get past 2 by Boyz II Men.
Nah, it's not. 2.
I didn't listen. I didn't say Usain Bolt passed
album, sir.
I didn't say Tyreek. I didn't say Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Untouched. I'm talking Deion Sanders.
Can I gotta. This is controversial. They might not even be in my top 5, but 112 hasn't had a bad album in they first 3 albums were classics.
112 is a monster now.
They had a good run.
Classic.
On the low.
But
they got no skips. Their first album has no skips. Their second album is really close to no skips too.
Hold on, because I'm about to pull up
their first album was so good, the interludes are banging.
Hold on.
I know what I know.
112
I'm just saying. They had they first 3 albums probably better than most groups' first 3 albums.
But I can hold on just so I can get my records clear. What about Dru Hill's first 2?
Hey, Dru
Hill's first 2.
In that era, I hate Dru Hill.
I love Dru Hill.
That era. What? It's a fake ass Jodeci, man. But
don't do that.
They better than Jodeci, sir.
No, they're not. How
yes, they are.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
How are you better than
better singers? Better singers. All 4 of them can sing better than all the 4 in Jodeci. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, only 2 people are lead singing in Jodeci.
Seriously.
So, but
seriously.
But I mean, Dru.
Yeah, but Cisco's only leading everything in Dru Hill.
Nah, because
Jazz
can pick up.
Yeah, but Cisco led almost everything in Dru Hill.
Actually, that's not true at all. Never Make a Promise.
He was just the main.
These Are the Times. He sang in that. What are you talking about?
He had that.
He's literally the first person that sang on their first single.
And he jumped around and screamed and mimicked Casey.
He was the lead singer.
He was the face of the group.
Cisco could sing better than Casey, by the way.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, not Casey before the drugs, man.
Yeah, you give me just time to deal. You just time to deal. Not introduced to the industry drugs.
JoJo ain't singing better than Jazz, though.
I'm taking
JoJo ain't singing better than Jazz.
Man, nah, give me 9 drinking.
JoJo and Casey,
give me 9 drinking, JoJo.
I didn't say they weren't. I'm saying as a group, Dru Hill was better.
I watched.
Okay, wait a minute.
Dru Hill had a better album.
Hold on, just to kind of compete. Casey and JoJo as a group is better than Dru Hill.
No, nigga,
not Jodeci.
You drunk?
Not Jodeci.
Not
Jodeci.
You drunk?
These dudes said swallow you like Reese's Pieces in a song.
You just scream, bro.
Really? We gonna talk about Jodeci's lyrics?
They never said swallow you like Reese's Pieces. Who swallows Reese's Pieces?
You swallow them after you chew them.
How do you talk to a girl and say, "Girl, I will swallow you like Reese's Pieces"? She's gonna call the police on you.
She might swallow you. You don't swallow. Time out. You don't swallow your food.
She might not. She might like nibbling.
You don't swallow your food. You gotta chew it and then swallow.
I don't chew women either. God damn it! Like, no. It's stupid.
So we really on metaphors now? We got a problem with metaphors?
No.
Hey, listen, hold on. Time out. Jagged Edge is my kinfolk, so I'm always going to rap from it.
I was going to say, to me, in that era, I would take them easily over 112.
But
that's like this for me.
I don't know.
I'm saying like Jagged Edge.
That's my kinfolk, though. That's I respectively resign myself from this.
Okay, I respect
that's my family
opinion for you. Jagged Edge didn't get off to their second album, and then like their third one was carried by
their third album was
Where the Party At? No, they third one got carried by Where the Party At? No,
that's the second album.
No,
you're right. It's the third album.
Yeah, they third album got carried by Where the Party At, bro.
I mean, that was a good album though. That was a good album though.
J.E. Heartbreak
was talking about.
I gotta go back and look at those albums because it's hard for me in my head to put Jagged Edge over one.
What'd you say, Greg?
I said they had that Meet Me at the Altar. I blame them for at least one of my marriages, man.
Yeah,
this
dang,
they got PTSD. He's a Jagged Edge.
They burnt them all. I'm like, look, I start getting down on one knee, like, baby.
Man.
This man was going by his life, heard that song, was like, damn, now I gotta propose.
Y'all got me thinking about 112 and Jagged Edge. I gotta compare them now because that's hard for me in my head.
But you know what? We ain't even talking about women.
112 and Jagged Edge.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. SWV needs some.
Javon. Sorry. Hold on. Let's back up. Hold on. Let's stop.
On SWV.
Hold on. Let's stop drowning out Morgan. You trying to compare 112 to Jagged Edge?
No, y'all are doing that. I'm thinking about whether or not I can put Jagged Edge over 112. I got to go back to
me. That's equal to me.
Me personally,
I got to look at the catalogs.
Just like we said, I'm not saying Jagged Edge don't have hits because, like I just said,
they definitely do.
They got good albums though.
J.E. Heartbreak is a banger, but just like we all 112 got bangers, man.
112. That's what I'm saying. 112.
To me, they both got bangers. That's why they neck and neck to me, man.
Jay said Tony. this could start a fight.
Yeah, Tony Tone, like. But
excellent.
you know what? You talking about Tony Tone. You talking about a group whose songs travel through the decades. I'm not saying none of these other groups. I'm not saying none of these other groups haven't. But Tony Tone.
But again, like I said, we discounting the women. SWV, Escape. What's the other? En Vogue.
I was about to say, if you don't say En Vogue,
come on, man. Listen, man. I was the dude on Facebook that said En Vogue is a better group than Destiny's Child. So
don't.
I mean, talent wise,
that's
not even a question.
I'm just saying, dude.
I don't want to argue today.
En Vogue.
Let's just wait.
What's wrong with that?
Everybody
on that group could sing at a high level.
And Cindy winked at me at a concert when I was 16.
All right, so this don't.
I got proof.
This doesn't even count now.
I was gonna get on stage, man, but
I can't.
All right, y'all. I gotta head out.
I'm glad.
Well, we can't take you. I mean, your opinion is completely biased on this now. So.
Oh yeah, okay.
No. But En Vogue, like if you put them on a stage,
and if you're gonna say Destiny's Child, which group
against any other female group, they will.
That's a good point, Kevin.
That is a good point.
That's a good point, Kevin.
I prefer version point one. The first version.
Which version? Because
I think the first version.
Those are the ones who had the bangers. Like those ones who had like all the bangers. The original group had
Change Your Faces.
Yeah, they only had like two songs.
They had
like 2 songs.
And the original group did.
Say Brownstone.
I would agree that the original group probably has more hits.
The background.
Who had?
I don't know, bro. It depends on what type of hits you're talking about because.
Destiny's Child
and Kelly do have hits though.
They got hits.
Yeah, they got hits.
They do got hits.
They crossed over more than En Vogue did.
Facts.
No, I don't know. En Vogue.
Oh yeah, way more.
Oh yeah,
it's not close.
Hold on. Destiny's Child had that Survivor joint.
Travel.
Yeah, it's not close.
Survivor is not close.
When they dropped Survivor, dude, like all that drama helped them cross over.
And Soldier. I was about to say Soldier.
Soldier.
Yeah. I'm just saying, En Vogue was getting played on every station except the country station.
Bootylicious.
To the level that Destiny's Child was.
No,
you gotta think the only song that still traveled with En Vogue is "Hold On."
That song from
no. Come on, Devon. I'm talking about travel. I'm talking about travel through the
giving them something that
that travels more than "Hold On."
That travels just as much, bro.
Yeah, but Destiny's Child has more though. They have more.
Child got more. They got more radio plays.
They have more
than a lot.
Cater to you.
More what? Hits?
Cater to you. I Cater to You, Soldier, Bootylicious.
I don't even really like.
What's the joint y'all were just saying?
Can you pay my bills?
Before I said Soldier.
So check this out.
But see, that's which one we doing though.
Quick Google search: Destiny's Child has sold 17.5 million albums in the United States and 60 million worldwide. And then En Vogue, I'm telling y'all, they're beasts.
Oh no, they beasts.
Yeah, we agree with that. We're all on the same page with that.
I just said
Destiny. En Vogue has sold 20 million records worldwide.
Yeah, but that's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, weren't they out longer though?
Well, no, they're Destiny.
Never gonna get it. It's like,
yeah.
They've been out. They were out before Destiny Child.
You got never gonna get it. You got never gonna get it.
I mean, I'm talking about 10, 15 years.
They was out when they was rocking shoulder pads, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Beyonce did Apollo. Beyonce was what, 14 when they did Apollo?
Destiny's Child didn't drop until what, 97?
97. Because you know, nerd history. They first introduction was officially going to be on 50 Cent Power of a Dollar until he got shot. That was going to be their original introduction on the song Thug and Love. Google it. I'm telling you, until 50 got shot and they had to drop 50, and then they just pushed Destiny's Child to do more solo work. Look it up, Javon. I'm telling you.
I'm not arguing with you. I just never heard of it.
You making the face.
I never heard of it before.
You making the face. I'm not Danny. You making the face. I did my research. You making the face.
Sir, I would not argue with you on this. I've never heard of it, but I would not argue with you. I don't know. I mean, but I'm with you, Greg. I told you. I argued I like En Vogue. I think En Vogue is a better group.
En Vogue is a way better
I think that Destiny's Child put out a lot of like, especially towards when it was just the three of them.
But they also rode like that hype train. And I'm not trying to discount them. Their marketing, like everything they did, they were, they came in, they was like 15, 16 years old. So they got like a broader base. So I'm not saying they're garbage. I feel like Beyonce's had like a way better career without them.
Every lead singer in some groups do.
I mean, it's Beyonce, so
not everybody.
I
feel you though.
It's Beyonce, so
yeah. But again, I said this before, and I know you don't like it, but the whole group, in my opinion, was to push Beyonce.
Yeah.
So that's why.
It is Beyonce, so.
But hold on, though. But that's why the transition from Beyonce, Destiny's Child, to Beyonce, the solo singer, was so easy because she always was the front. She was always in front.
Yeah. Whereas like the Jackson 5, like Michael wasn't even in the group in the beginning, and so like the brothers never accepted him as like the leader. You know what I mean? So he had like a harder climb, and he had some tough solo albums in the 70s.
Listen, I was told that Michael only had a hot 10 years, so
please don't.
Who said that?
I
don't even know.
Think about.
I want y'all to think real hard about what I just said.
Yeah, think about who would have said that.
Danny.
Yeah, well, there you go.
We gonna have a T-shirt. I promise, Morgan. We need to make that happen when I get down there.
10 years.
If y'all don't have a T-shirt, if we don't have a T-shirt made for Danny, when I get down there, we missed the boat.
It can be done.
A hot 10 years.
Hey, listen, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what
this man tried to tell me. This man tried to tell us that TLC was on the same level as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he did do that.
All right, everybody, that's the Top 5 Live. We're gonna send y'all off with a good package tonight. I'm Kevin Chapman. This is Greg. This is Javon. This is
Nadia. I'm gonna be down there for Heroes Con. So what is that? June. I'll be there for. I gotta buy my doggone ticket, man.
Yeah. All right. So that's definitely.
I need to go drink. Like this.
A hot 10.
How you think we felt, man?
Just spaced out. Like
how you think we felt? There's a whole episode on this show.
Go back and watch that episode, and you'll see all of us say.
That might have been one of our biggest arguments.
And he justified it too. He justified it on multiple shows that we've gone back to it because he said that he didn't actually say that, and we talked about it again. But it happened.
Scarecrow from The Wiz had a hot 10 years. The man,
hold on.
Man who walked on the sidewalk and it lit.
We didn't do our verses though. And
that man,
we haven't done this.
The man who went from black to Puerto Rican only had a hot 10 years.
We can do that verse.
We got to do the verses.
It was Beyonce versus Whitney.
It was Beyonce versus Whitney. No, it was Beyonce.
Thriller had a hot 10 years.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That freaking album had a hot 10 years.
We told him that.
We have explained it to him on more than one occasion.
Thriller and Bad carried Michael Jackson
off the wall.
We told him that.
I was there.
We told him that. And that's not even counting the Jackson 5. It's not even counting the Jackson 5. Like it's not even. We started at the Jackson 5 and then went up from there, and he still was like,
we had people who were there to tell him this. And
his argument was that he had a 10-year stretch where literally nobody could touch him, but TLC was competing with him for album sales. I'm just telling you what joking, I'm not joking, bro.
Yeah,
I wish you were joking.
If anybody ever got close to touching him, it was Prince. Lionel Richie had a really strong couple of albums in the 80s.
I'm just telling you what the man said.
That was kind of, messing with Michael, but like.
Hey Nadia, I just like telling people who ain't never heard of it before and seeing their reaction.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to drink and do drugs,
bro. What is going on with that?
I worked hard today, man. I don't deserve this.
I'm sorry we did that to you, man.
We thought you knew, man. We thought you knew.
I made that sounds like something that if I did know it, I probably would like wipe it from my brain. Because I be trying to like keep good stuff in my head.
That's legitimate.
Hold on. The the funniest part of his argument is he always talks about how, like, in the 2000s, he wasn't selling as many records. And every time we'd be like, yo, everybody wasn't selling as many records as the 2000s.
As soon as the digital stuff came in, it
was dying.
You know,
I tried to explain it to him, and he was like, well, if you're Michael and you're all the way up here, nobody should be even close to you. And
what do you mean close? Like in physical proximity? Like, what do you think is close?
What he meant when he was explaining it, and I want Danny to explain it to you himself. But
I wish he didn't get off that.
I want Danny to explain it to you himself. But what he meant, in fairness, was he was saying when you look up the record sales, Michael Jackson had 10 years that nobody could touch him for record sales or anything like that. After that, TLC was very close to him on record sales and stuff like that. He wasn't trying to say that they were the icon that Michael Jackson was, but when it comes to sales, TLC was close. That's what he was. That was part of his point. And
Morgan, you see all our faces right now.
I'm telling you what the man said, bro.
If that's what he said, then that, like, I don't understand. I understand what he's meaning, but it's like sales are a part of it, but there's not too many dudes who could walk on stage, grab his nuts, and do a little foot shimmy and have people like men
passing out.
Like,
thank you.
Listen,
like
we told him that, but that's not his argument.
Everything.
In fairness, that is not his argument.
No. In fairness,
record sales. Eminem sells more records than Tupac, probably. Who's better? Like,
but that's what he's talking about, though.
I'm only telling you what he said.
In fairness, there's hundreds of Michael Jackson Juniors. There's not that many TLC copycats.
Yeah, there was a few that tried for.
There was.
Okay, what I mean is,
hold on. There was some TLC copycats in like the late 90s, early 2000s. There was a 3LW. What's the Black? All of them was copying. All of them were copying off it.
Are they still around and still relevant right now?
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm only going off what you technically. Who said M is a better rapper than Pac?
He technically
block her.
But he's not like. He just like.
And when it comes to passion and just,
she made my brain freeze for a second.
Pac is better. Eminem has a better lyrical.
Eminem is a better lyricist. I'll give him that, but he's not anywhere in the category like iconic as Pac. Like, all he does is talk about doing drugs a lot, and not the drugs.
I gotta head out.
All I'm saying is people still think Pac is alive. That's when you talk about iconicism. Like, I think if something happened to him.
That's definitely our topic next week.
I
fully expect.
Which one? Because we talked about four.
No, we're gonna do top 5 R&B groups.
I definitely expect Greg and Kevin back.
Male and female.
I definitely expect Greg and Kevin back, and we got to pick whatever's gonna be the week after that. I think the versus battle thing went away because it's not. It's just not. You shouldn't do it. It's not.
Why? I mean, you lose. You're gonna be mad when you lose.
Okay.
What was the versus like?
It was back.
I don't even remember who we had. I had Beyonce.
I remember it was back when we were talking about who's the most iconic singer or mute. No. What was it? Iconic female singer, and it was he picked. We did our top 5.
Beyonce, Whitney, and Janet.
Yeah, and I had Janet, and he had Beyonce, and Danny had Whitney, and we were saying we would do a versus best 15 versus best 15 versus best 15.
It's not a good idea.
Who was it again? Beyonce, Whitney, and Janet.
Yeah. I still think Janet got better songs, better hits than Beyonce.
Whitney got some monsters too, but Janet might have more.
I keep trying to tell them. You don't want to listen to me, man.
I would take Mary J and wax everybody though.
Oh heck! Oh no,
man! Where's my button to
Oh my god,
man!
Man, where's my button to click this off?
You must be joking.
Are you serious? You think Mary don't have 15 bangers?
Better than Janet's bangers?
Beyonce?
Beyonce. I'm not Beyonce. Oh God, I don't want to get shot or stabbed or anything.
Don't do it.
Beyonce.
Be careful.
Beyonce's all right.
Be careful. The Bayhive.
I hear people, they say certain songs and they act like it's like the Holy Grail, and I'm like,
that's how I be feeling.
The song's not good. She got some dope stuff though.
I didn't say all that.
But like Janet, Whitney, and I'm telling you, if you don't think Mary got 15,
oh no. Mary was in my top. Mary was in my top 5, but she ain't got not than Janet though.
It just depends on who listening, man. Because like if you really,
well, I mean, obviously
the audience is gonna make it.
But if they did a versus, if the 4 of them did a versus right now, well, maybe not right now.
Whitney,
it depends on, huh?
I'll be like, Whitney, where you come from?
I love her as a hold on. I love her as a performer, but her stuff after B-Day is mad with fuse. Hey, listen, man. I am not the target audience for Beyonce. I've never been the target audience for Beyonce.
She got some good stuff.
She got some really good songs from here and there.
She does like that trap stuff. I don't like trap music, but I like when Beyonce does trap stuff.
The most recent song I liked from Beyonce was probably that Let Me Sit This Song. That's my favorite song that she's done recently.
I don't even think I heard. I don't listen. I just
my wife listens to Beyonce, so I hear it from time to time. But Morgan, Janet,
I know. What's your top 5 Beyonce songs, Morgan?
Didn't we do that?
Tell them off.
We did that though, didn't we?
Yeah, I can't do this. My brain.
Tell them off. I can tell you mine.
What's your top? Yeah, that's a good question. What's your top 5?
My brain
Beyonce
is frozen,
songs. I like EXO.
EXO.
I like EXO.
My wife likes EXO.
I like Why Don't You Love Me? Solange wrote that.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, it goes hard. Crazy in Love.
Okay. I did. Yeah, I remember because I got my top 5 Janet songs right here.
I don't even know if I did it. If I did that.
Yeah, we did because I got
I like Drunk in Love.
Yes, sir.
That's okay.
Wow.
I had Control off
and Black Parade. I like Black Parade.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what that song is.
Yes, sir.
I had what? Well, this was like I don't know. This was the top Janet Jackson song. They're not my favorite, but I had Control, All For You, If, That's the Way Love Goes, and Rhythm Nation. Those were her like biggest bangers in my opinion.
Yeah,
but they're not my favorite songs.
Yeah, I like her. That's the Way Love Goes.
I just wanna touch you.
Love Will Never Do Without You.
Yep.
Love Will Never Do. Favorite Janet Jackson song.
No, my favorite is If. I love If, dude. That's my bang. That's my favorite song.
My favorite Beyonce is like Love on Top is one of them. I have to think about whether or not that's my favorite all together, but it's one of them. Halo, Black Parade.
Actually, my favorite Beyonce might be Dangerously
in Love.
That might be my favorite.
Is that different than Crazy?
Resentment.
Yeah. I'm so in love with you. You set me free.
Resentment.
I don't know it.
Really?
Off of her new album, off of Renaissance.
I don't know anything songs
on. I had to pull up the playlist.
I told you I'm not the target audience, man.
That whole album is just a dance joint.
Tony Braxton versus Anita Baker.
I feel like
I don't know, man. Tony's first album, her first 2 albums. Oh my god.
Yeah, but Anita will.
I know Anita got.
That's tough. Come get that net. Get your ass over
here. Yeah. That's tough.
I don't know. They almost aren't like.
That's almost That's
a little bit of their career overlap.
Who, Baker and Anita Baker and Braxton?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
I think like people that appreciate Anita. But no, because Tony's got like she kind of tried to sound like her. I would have to do some research on this.
I ain't even thought about that. A little bit, yeah. But that first Tony Braxton album, oh my god, it was banger after banger.
But who did she have like making her stuff?
Greatest songwriter ever
Kenny
of all
Edmonds.
time. Greatest songwriter all time. I don't care.
Kenny Edmonds.
That dude. Someone tried. I saw on Twitter. Somebody had the nerve to say that wasn't Taylor Swift was a better songwriter than doggone Babyface. Man, I ain't never want to throw my phone so hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
My brain's still frozen based off of the stuff that we were just talking about. But I mean, if we do the verse, it's fine.
I mean, we gotta do it at some point. I mean, you could bring Mary, dude. You could come on. You can bring Mary.
I'm just saying, I like to mix it up. Mary. I don't know if people really understand how long her run was.
I do.
Yeah. Janet's is longer.
I've argued.
Janet got a long run too.
Yeah, but Janet, to me, like her late 80s, early to mid 90s, that was like her peak. I don't know. Like
she had like 6 straight albums of like bangers. She
also had some boo boo like early.
I mean, I don't want to talk bad about Mary, but
what?
She had a couple
later, not early. Early, her stuff was fire.
But Janet's stuff early, outside of her first album, her stuff has been fire, dude. What you talking about? Control had
first
no
album. That first album was struggling.
But that's because she didn't want to do that though.
And at that time, she was like my fiance, and I didn't have nothing bad to say about her.
But she didn't want to do that first album though. She said that.
Yeah.
I mean, but Joe is right there, dude.
Joe don't mess around.
I'm just saying. But I mean, like from Control on was like banger after banger.
Yeah, I think
Control, Rhythm Nation, Janet, Velvet Rope, All For You. I mean,
to me, like Velvet Rope was dope. And
Janet was banging too.
All For You and the other stuff was like,
oh, you crazy.
Janet
had That's the Way Love Goes. If again, Because
Rodney
of Love.
Jerkins style of music stuff that they was doing, I wasn't really a big fan.
Nah, man. That Janet album had nine bangers.
Which one?
Janet. That's the Way Love Goes. Because of Love.
Yeah, I think we got mixed up because I was saying after Rope, to me, like none of that music was just. She had like spots, but none of it was.
All For You was All For You had some good songs on it. Someone to Call My Love.
What?
Someone to Call My Lover. Did I say it wrong?
Who?
Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
No, I wasn't. I think that style of music they was doing.
But she was in her poppy mood right now. Oh, and Would You Mind is on that album too.
I think the I don't know if Rodney Jerkins was producing everything, but
he was everywhere, dude.
That style of production, I wasn't a fan of his production. It was wider.
He was everywhere, man. What's the name? The whole career is on that dude. Brandy.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodney, he's here and there for me.
Yeah,
sometimes he'll put out a banger and I'll be like, okay. And then sometimes I'll be like, eh. Was it Sitting on Top of the World? Wasn't that Rodney Jerkins?
I don't know.
I was not a big fan of that. I'm surprised Danny didn't bring Brandy to that fight. I'm actually kind of
Brandy. I love Brandy.
Brandy got hits, but
she got
that's a different weight class for her.
Yeah. I thought
I'm not sure Whitney is in that weight class though.
Whitney's in that weight class.
Whitney's in that weight class, but can you name 15 Whitney songs?
Yeah.
Bangers?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna pull them up though.
I mean,
but no. But what? When I do it,
no, I'm do that too. I just thought it was funny though. He was like, "Wait a minute, let me Google it." Because what? Let's see. I'm Every Woman, which is really nice.
I Will Always Love You. I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Okay.
Have Nothing.
Yep.
One Moment in Time. Greatest Love of All.
Okay.
Saving All My Love for You.
Okay.
Where Do Broken Hearts Go? Run to You.
Okay.
It's Not Right.
Okay.
I Look to You.
Okay.
Didn't We Almost Have It All?
Okay.
All at Once.
What's All at Once?
All at Once. I'm drifting on alone. How old were you in 1985?
4, 5.
Yeah. So you.
I mean, not like I ain't heard. I heard the song.
No. I'm just saying, like, because at the time she was freaking Lady Michael Jackson.
I know. My mom was a big Whitney Houston fan. Trust me.
All the Man That I Need.
Okay.
You Give Good Love.
Okay.
I'm Every Woman.
But you know, like
My Love Is Your Love. Hold on.
Heartbreak Hotel. I give you that one.
Exhale.
Okay. Boy, that man Babyface.
We are talking about a verse.
I'm Your Baby Tonight.
You said that.
I'm Your Baby Tonight's gonna hit. So
yeah, that's
Count on
it. With the verses, it's gonna come down to all of them are icons in their own right. So it's gonna come down to when you play, what you play, and the audience.
That's why to me you need to be using like artists. So Teddy and when Teddy Riley and Babyface went, it's like they're from the same era. They both blew up in the same era.
That should have been a banger versus if it wasn't for Teddy.
If Teddy's equipment,
that boy in the background, boy.
Yeah, like the RZA and Premier. Even though I'm mad at Premier because he ain't played one of his absolute best songs. But I'm
trying to think what my favorite verses was.
Man, I think mine. It might have been when Babyface and whatchamacallit got it together. Erica and Jill. I like that one.
Yeah. I like I only liked it because of the niggerosity.
Yeah.
The what do you call it?
Soldier Boy.
No, not Soldier Boy. What's them boys? Locks and
oh yeah, Locks and Dipset.
That was just entertaining, man.
Yeah, that was entertaining. Earth, Wind and Fire and
that was good.
Boys. That was good.
That was really good.
People that the Isley Brothers was gonna watch Earth, Wind and Fire, but they was like, nah. But I'm like, no, man, you don't understand.
I missed that one.
Man,
music Anthony Hamilton. I didn't see that one.
They were making music when my grandma was a teenager.
My favorite off the top of my head. My favorite.
Did they get washed?
Who?
Huh?
No, I think the Isley Brothers ate them up.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
I think it was pretty clear they won when I was watching it. Steve was in his element of making sure he sold it, but
my favorite one.
That was my thing is y'all don't understand how much music they can pull out Twist and Shout and shit like you can't they just got so much music and they were relevant for so long.
I think my favorite one was Kirk Franklin and
that was my favorite.
Fred Hammond
because it came at exactly the right time too.
But I kept telling people, I was like, listen, man, that boy Fred can hang with Kirk, and nobody was listening. And I'm sitting here, and that boy, he was just like, all right, I'm gonna just pull this hit out. Fred been doing it for a minute. Nah, man, I don't know about that.
And did win.
My favorite one where somebody got washed was Ludacris and Nelly.
Yeah.
Who got washed? Nelly?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch it. I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I would assume
Nelly was playing new stuff.
Nelly played stuff and Luda gave him the stale face for the whole time. Like Nelly played stuff and Luda was like, "That was cool, bro." And then he told his boy, "I'm not joking. That crap was comedy, bro." Nelly was having internet issues too.
He played some new track, and Luda was just like,
"I'm telling you, Luda. If you don't go do anything else, I know you can YouTube just Luda's facial expressions alone." His facial expression when he plays stuff, he was just like,
the SWV Escape one was good. I like that one, even though I feel like
Brandy and Monica.
Brandy and Monica was good.
Brandy and Monica.
Did you see that one?
I feel like Monica won, but
Brandy outsang her that night though.
Yeah, but you supposed to be playing your hits. Brandy knew she was gonna come up short, so she did what Jada did because Jadakiss did the same damn thing. Jada. I know y'all got better songs than us, so what I'm gonna do is turn this into a real battle.
Hey.
And tear that ass up.
Yeah, Jada stole, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Locks
saying.
Not Locks. Dipset, they just couldn't hang. They ain't have enough like.
Yeah, if they would have just kept it song for song, it would have been a lot closer. I'm not a big fan of Dipset, but it's a whole bunch of people that are huge fans of them for some reason.
Yeah, but they were in New York though. Like,
no, I know, but
I'm just saying though, like you would think that.
Yeah, they do, but I'm saying Dipset, they act like, talk to them, they act like it's a move. It was a movement or something. I'm like, them dudes was mediocre rappers, but like they had songs, they had anthems, like all of that. So lyrically, I'll take the Lox every day just because of Jada and Styles P. But song for song, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, Lox is. That was
Dipset definitely had hits, but the Lox, they stole it like
because he turned it into
they stole it because Jada turned it into a real battle.
No, that wasn't Jada though. Jada didn't do that. Jada didn't start it though. Like they kind of they was trying to make it a battle. Dipset was trying to make it a battle, and Lox was like, "All right, if you want to do that,
take the muzzle off." I thought Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One. I thought that was excellent.
I missed that one.
The funny thing is that because I've seen Kane a few times, he's one of my favorite, like absolute favorites. And the fact that he was able, like, because he rhymes, like a lot of his songs is like fast. He was up there dancing and spitting like so clear, and then KRS-One was like breathing heavy and needing crowd participation. But people still came out feeling like KRS-One, but that's because he's a bully. I don't know if you ever seen him live. He's a straight bully when you put a mic in his he's just like his energy, and he's already like 6'4", like his energy, he just like it's tough.
When they did when Timbaland and Swiss went back and forth, I don't know how anybody thought. I feel like Timbaland went easy on him.
Yeah. Like, it's hard, man. I wasn't a huge fan of his sped up symbol.
I love Timbaland.
But he's like, he's one of the best ever, man.
I feel like Timbaland. Tim.
I didn't think that was gonna be a competition, bro.
I still don't think it was. I think Tim went easy on him.
But they started the thing together, so they probably were doing it more like
right.
Fun and don't beat my ass in here today.
Yeah, because
there's nothing.
Tim could have came with some fire.
Yeah,
and he held back.
There's not many. I can't think of because I think we talked about it before. I can't think of many producers. Period. That won a versus with Timbaland.
Oh, there ain't none, in my opinion.
I can't think of anybody that wants that smoke. Kanye maybe.
Nah. Nope.
Don't do that.
JD.
Don't do that.
Jermaine Dupri.
Okay. Close.
Yeah, okay. JD, bro.
Okay.
If you give JD credence, there ain't no way you're not gonna give Kanye credence. That's crazy.
Huh?
No, if you're talking about if you're talking about like
dude, JD is like
no, I'm not talking about JD. I'm talking about Kanye. Like I think Tim has, because you got to understand that some of the stuff that like Tim can go so many other places that Kanye can't, because Tim be doing beats for like what's her name? What's the chick who did My Heart Will Go On for
Celine Dion?
Yeah, Tim be doing beats for Celine Dion. Like,
I mean, Kanye can do that too, though, man.
Yeah, but
don't do that.
I don't know, man. I think Tim, the width and breadth of Tim's catalog is way bigger and better than Kanye's, in my opinion. Once again, this is my opinion.
I take JD over both of them.
Oh
I
no,
disagree with.
I
disagree with both.
If you say, "Oh no,"
there's no way.
It's like I'm wondering, do you understand? Like
I understand.
There's no way.
Again, that's kinfolk.
Like
I understand.
But you put him over Kanye and Timbaland. No chance.
Who? JD? JD? Do you know how many bangers?
JD got bangers though.
I'm not saying he doesn't have bangers, but don't act
Kanye, like with all the artists that he's worked with. Do you know how many bangers he had?
Are we saying Kanye does not? Are you
Kanye
serious?
A lot, but when you break it down and start listening to the music, so you can have bangers, but it don't mean your music is better.
But it's a versus. Okay,
right? But his point is He could go once again. He could go places like this dude can pull out Mariah Carey.
In a versus battle, do you want to do that? Is that a good idea?
If you're like, what? That's where it depends on. Like, what are we talking?
That's my point. My only point is
We Belong Together, dude. He can pull out We Belong Together. He can pull out what's the other?
But why would you pull out?
Like Nadia. Good job, Nadia.
Nah, not.
Why would you? You're pulling out. You're supposed to pull out your.
Him pulling out Aaliyah. He pulling out Nelly Furtado. He pulling out. I mean,
right to my Timberlake.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
JD.
I don't want
smoke with Anthony Hamilton. Like
it don't. Why would you pull that out in the?
What are you talking about?
Tim could put out Mary. Tim could pull out Mary J. Blige. Come on now.
Hip hop battle versus like what kind of versus?
Most versus most. Okay, all right. So to me, if you're gonna do that, then you'd have to decide. All right, are we leaving R&B? If you're gonna switch in between R&B and hip hop,
better Jay-Z songs than Kanye does, in my opinion.
Oh, JD?
Huh?
Tim.
JD got
Tim got better Jay-Z songs than Kanye's, in my opinion.
JD got like some of the best.
I don't know about that, bro.
Just saying.
I don't know about that, bro.
What's the best Jay-Z song Kanye did? In your opinion?
Off the top of my head, Niggas in Paris is up there.
I'd take Brush Your Shoulders Off over that any day.
Did Kanye? Kanye did that?
Yeah.
Brush Your Shoulders?
Remember that was
No. I'm saying Tim did that.
Oh, okay.
I said Jay-Z. I said Tim's got better.
I'm with you.
He got Jigga What? He got no wait. Is Jigga What Tim?
Tim didn't do that.
No, Tim. That's Jazz. Was it Jazzo?
Tim didn't do that.
No,
Tim for Jay-Z has
he got Brush Your Shoulders Off. He got hold on.
We'd have to pull it up. My only, so I wasn't trying to play you, Greg. I was saying like in a versus battle, tone is everything. So JD does have the strength that he can go from R&B through hip hop. He can go back and forth. But what I'm saying is, if you're doing a versus, you ain't gonna go from the type of energy where you drop in Welcome to Atlanta and then switch up and go to We Belong Together. Like you wouldn't do that.
I mean, Teddy Riley did it.
Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Time out.
Time out.
Timbaland did do Jigga What?
I thought he did that one.
Now I gotta give it to you. JD got Money Cat.
Money Ain't a Thing.
Money Ain't a Thing. That's a good one. But I don't know, man. I gotta give. I still take Tim.
JD pull out that Harsha stuff. Come on. Oh my God.
Right, and Tim can pull out Aaliyah. Literally.
Herself.
What's that got to do with anything?
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
You're right. Tim got his Encore. Who is that?
Tim did Encore? Because that's
Tim did It's Hot. He did this is Life and Times with Sean Carter. Big Pimpin'. Come on, son. Come on, man. Come on. I don't think Kanye's not there, sir. Not for that.
Tim.
Time out. Tim can bring out Justin Timberlake, sir. Some of Justin Timberlake's biggest hits. That's Tim. Don't you dare. How dare you? How dare you?
Boo!
How dare you? So disrespectful. Don't you do that. Now I gotta give it to you. JD could bring out some Jagged Edge. He could bring out Chris Cross. The Brat. He got hits, man. Usher. Tim got some more Usher too, though, don't he?
Probably.
Genuine, that whole album. 100%. Come on now.
Yeah, Tim's a beast, man.
I don't think anybody wants smoke with Timbaland.
Nobody.
I'm just saying. All I said was if there was anybody off the top of my head.
Hola, Jovito. Come on. That's my joint.
All I was saying is that if there's anybody off the top of my head based on the strength of their catalog and all the different artists that they work with, if I was going to suggest anybody, it'd be Kanye.
I ain't taking
that include that. If I'm including Kanye's catalog along with Jay-Z, freaking, he got Janet up here. Like Kanye's done a lot for a whole lot of different people that he could combine together. Drake,
I mean, it's insane, man. So get my
Kanye's catalog is madness.
Yeah. Can I say this though? JD and
madness.
Tim, their catalog goes a lot longer than Kanye's though. They've been doing it a lot longer.
It's a versus battle, correct?
I understand, but
I know Jermaine is still making music.
I mean, they all of them making music. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think whatever I heard from Timbaland recently, but I don't listen to the radio.
Me neither.
Still producing for like mainstream artists?
Probably. I don't know. You asking somebody
because I'm always
to the radio.
Always lyric like the RZA. The RZA was great, but it was like once his sound kind of got old, he hasn't really produced that. Like, so I look at somebody like Q-Tip, who was dope in 1988, and he's still dope today. Like, if he makes music right now, it'll be great. Whereas, like, the RZA, you know, he had that time where he was super huge, but then, you know, his own group don't want him producing their songs anymore.
I'm trying to.
Ooh, Kanye got all that. Yeah, he got all that stuff with Common. Ooh, that B album.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. If there's anybody I'm gonna tell you, just off of the strength of the artist.
Tim got a lot of stuff with Missy too.
Yeah.
Come on now, don't do that.
So who do you think? Because we can talk about.
I didn't even know Kanye. I did not know. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That was one of my theme songs.
I didn't know Kanye produced that.
Who's better? Who do you think is the better producer?
Party.
I mean, I think Tim is a better producer in my opinion. Because
I take.
I take Kanye.
I mean, like Cry Me a River.
Don't get it twisted.
The thing about Tim, for a very long time, as soon as the beat came on, you automatically knew that was him. I've heard like stuff that Kanye did where it's great,
that I had no
it
idea
doesn't have like he doesn't have the signatures. The signatures are great in some ways, but then in other ways, like if it's a crutch, like the thing that like I was actually making music at the time. I'm not saying I'm better than him, not at all, because he's great. But when he was using all them cymbals and everybody started using the hi-hats and them cymbals, I was like...
But he switched it up, though. Like, yeah, but when he saw that everybody was...
Like 5 years of riding that shit.
I mean, Kanye did that for a little bit, too.
With what?
Kanye did that sped up samples for like 5 years, dude, before everybody... And then everybody was doing it. And then he switched up. They all do it, though.
Like, he had stuff before. Kanye got hits before we knew who Kanye was.
Dude, I understand that, but are you just talking about, like, because they're, again, I can say the same thing about Tim, though. Because Tim was doing stuff for, like, SWV. Tim was doing all that Aaliyah stuff.
All I'm saying is, like, Kanye, like, the versatility, like, he could go do, he was, like, Talib Kweli's first solo album. He's responsible for almost all the bangers on there.
All right.
Kanye was able to do that and then still do stuff with Scarface and Jay-Z and The Game and like all these other people. So it's like,
and I can say the same about Tim, dude. Tim was doing stuff with Total,
right?
Nicole Ray,
his groove.
What?
I'm not saying everything sounded the same, but everything had like the same foundation, like the drums, what he was doing was
hold on, let me see. You asked what he's doing now, because once again, I don't listen to new music, so couldn't tell you. Let's see.
I'm just trying to tell you.
So it looks like Tim has kind of moved to like other aspects, like he got
probably executive
2018 Ski Mask, the Slump God. I don't know who that is. I don't know. No clue. Brad Paisley.
That's
Sam Smith. That's what I'm saying. Like he kind of, it looks like he's moved. Rihanna. He's done Rihanna, Yo Gotti, Tweet.
I mean, you didn't have to say it with so much disdain, though, that whoever that group was, you said it.
I mean, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, but you didn't have to say it like that, bro.
Who is T Grizzly?
He's that dude. One of my basketball players was telling me about him.
Yeah, I've heard about him.
He did a lot of songs on his album.
See, that means he ain't really moving the needle no more.
I mean, he's doing Miss ASAP Ferg, Chance the Rapper. I mean, I don't know. Meg Thee Stallion, he got a track with her. Tiana Taylor. I don't know who Burna Boy is. I'm so old.
Burna Boy now. I can rap with him.
J. Cole, Justine Skye, Jack Harlow. I mean,
oh yeah. Yeah, I would like
I'm still in 2000.
If I had to choose
3 and below
my album out of those guys, then I would take Kanye.
I've been said that. It'd be Tim. Man, I've been said that.
We'll be booing your album, man.
Please.
Ooh.
Ain't nobody booing Suit and Tie. Was it the gin? That album was a banger. Shut your mouth, sir.
I'm not listening to damn Justin Timberlake. What else?
You a hater, man. You a hater.
No, I'm not, man.
You a hater.
No, I'm not. I'd rather listen to white people that sing like white people than
that is
black people.
White people.
I'm gonna show you a few things. Show you a few things.
Goofy ass
haters, man. Haters.
Not you, Nadia. You can stand up.
Hater.
Oh man.
Look. Just
I'm just not a fan, man. You came out.
That's fine.
I'm not trying to play. Timberland has an amazing. Again, nobody wants smoke with Timberland, but again, I'm going to say it again. If there was anybody I was going to choose to go up against Timberland in a versus, it is Kanye West, because just his catalog by itself, just his albums, just his.
No, I give you that. I give you that. He's a better rapper. He's definitely a better rapper.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying as a
whatever happened to Magoo?
I was gonna be mad.
Hey, I was about to say something mean.
I'd be nice.
Yeah,
Magoo.
Yeah, I was about to say something mean.
I liked it when he
said they call him Maggie Lou. I slapped him like pepper spray. You getting good beats, man. That's what you doing. You couldn't get Missy to write your rhymes. Anybody?
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna. Now I'm not about to cap like I didn't know all of those words.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I like "Love to Love You," man. That was my joint.
I knew all the words of "Love to Love You." Now.
Like I'm like if you were rapping on a song in the '90s and you couldn't rap, I hated you. That's all. I mean, how good the song was.
That's fine.
Me, Missy, and Timbo rocking in the Timbo.
Huckleberry Milk, the South Central.
We used to want to like catch them dudes, man.
Missy singing like
what that rapping you doing?
Yeah. Be nice to. But it was easier though. It was easier to call out people who can't rap back then though. It was way
now
easier.
It's hard because
everybody can't rap.
All the popular people can't rap. Ish, that's
girls want to see me on TV.
BB, hook me up with your girl.
I would pepper
email.
spray.
Look at here, don't kiss it.
I'm glad we do this. We're doing this.
You're so absurd. I thought you
both
heard
of y'all right now.
If you don't know, the bird is a bird.
Bird.
I was like, they're destroying my music.
Oh,
that was my life. They were just
bro. Don't act like you won't feeling that, bro.
No, I wasn't, and I can't. You can. If my brother was downstairs right now, he'll tell you. You weren't allowed.
I wouldn't say Pharrell. I would say the Neptunes. The Neptunes are better.
Pharrell, monster, man.
What'd you say?
Pharrell is a monster, dude.
Oh yeah, he's a monster.
Yes, he is.
It's the Neptunes that's more of a monster, though.
Yeah,
as a whole, though, because it's the both of them doing them.
Yeah, a lot of the time, but
most of the time, I would say it's probably both of them.
The Neptunes didn't produce and write Rump Shaker, which is an anthem.
I thought that was like the big. I thought that was Teddy Riley.
Yeah, that's what they all were saying, but come to find out,
wait, but how we gonna
a little dude that was still in high school was sneaking out of class and going to Teddy's studio making beats and shit, and wrote that whole song.
Well, I gotta say this in defense. I'm not defending Magoo, but at the same time, like we just played Magoo, but we didn't say nothing about Timberland.
He couldn't rap either.
I mean,
but
he
did have value. Obviously, we've been talking about it.
Well, obviously, but I'm just saying, like we just ripped Magoo one, bro.
It's not like Diddy could rap either. All right.
Nobody brought up. You ain't heard me say nothing about that.
Yeah, I don't know why you saying
though. But like Diddy and Tim was like the same thing though. Like regarding like as an artist.
Like, yeah, but we're not about to do this with Diddy, bro. Like we're not.
I like Diddy as a producer.
We're not slandering Diddy.
I like Diddy as a producer.
Let me hear something that he produced.
But I know he got a lot of help by what's the boys? What's the dudes? What was the name of the group? Not a group. Why can't I remember the name of the group that did the most of his production?
Nadia said he can't even dance, and he was a dancer. I
didn't say that.
Who can't dance? Hey, don't do that. Don't do Diddy like that.
Say that.
Don't do Diddy like that, bro. Diddy can dance, bro.
Nadia coming with
Diddy can dance, bro. I don't do that.
40 years, and y'all don't remember him dancing in the Stacey Lattisaw video.
Diddy can
Wait,
dance.
Is that the one? That's not. No, I'm thinking about Big Daddy Kane. Was it Big Daddy Kane? They got video of him doing.
Doing what?
Dancing.
Oh, Kane could dance.
No, Diddy.
I don't know. He probably wouldn't dance in a Kane video because
he was a background dancer.
It's possible. But no, y'all ain't gonna be able to see this.
We can't act like Diddy can't dance though. I don't like that.
I've seen that video before.
This is like way before we knew who he was.
Ooh, that hairstyle, man.
Hey man, I'm making a comic book with these hairstyles right now.
Oof. Man, I had one.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I had one. I had that joint. It was like
I remember.
I just dated the hell out of myself. I had one. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, man. I'm gonna go.
I know.
Second half of this game.
I know. Do I even care? Do I even care about Phoenix Suns?
We blew it up here royally.
The Clippers winning again.
But it's a good way though.
Dude, listen, I'm gonna say this before I get off. If the Suns don't make it past the first round,
Chris Paul gotta hang it up.
Oh, he needs to hang it up anyway. But
they gonna come for Kevin Durant, and I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna actually feel bad.
It ain't gonna be his fault.
I didn't say it was his fault. I just said they gonna come for Kevin Durant, and I'm gonna feel bad for him because it's not. That ain't on him.
In order to get him, they
gutted the team.
Like two or three of their really best defenders and good players, and so what have they played 9 games together?
Like I said, I feel bad for Kevin.
I think it'll be good for the basketball guys because him and Kyrie was like in 4th place, and when they were healthy, they was in 1st place, and they both, they were in first.
Not this year.
They weren't.
No, it's either been the Celtics or the Bucks. I know. I'm telling you.
They were. I know they were.
Maybe last year.
This year they were running when Remember when KD was dropping 30 games?
Yeah, but they were never the Celtics were the number 1 team in the league for like I would say 70% of the time, and then.
But anyway, they were up high. They were going to get a good seed.
They were like a 3rd seed, yeah.
Yeah, and then this junk happened. They won it out.
KD got hurt,
and whatchamacallit, Kyrie didn't make the playoffs. And I love both of those guys, but I also would love to see them. I would love to see the Clippers win this series because that stuff got to stop at a certain point, man. Like cats just leaving everybody hanging. Because you emotional about some stuff, dog. No. So yeah.
I feel like what happened with Kyrie is all of his own design.
Yep.
It's gonna keep happening.
Ooh, Russ killing him too. All right, man. I'm about to hang up and
all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
We already got the
we gotta check with Danny, man.
Danny don't care. He probably watching. He probably one of the 5.
Danny is in the bed.
I'm just telling you.
No, he not. Danny be sneak watching, yo.
No, he does it all the time.
All the time, dude. All right.
He'll get off and go take a shower and then go watch.
All right, y'all.
All right, bro. I'll see y'all this week.
Peace.